Hello and welcome back to the Vision Gaming Invitational. It is day 3. We've got the playoffs. We've got best of 7. I'm joined alongside Maisie for the first 2 matchups of this evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and what a way to start the stream. Team Solid versus Bonk. Team Solid, they're coming in at the second seed, while Bonk, they came through with 5 yesterday. They're seed 7, and we know the players. You've got Hartman, Townsend, Dino on the side of Bonk. I think Dida is subbing in, though, so I think that's going to be pretty interesting, Potter.
It will do. A player or a team I don't necessarily know too much about, but that's the exciting thing with rosters, which I don't know too much about. They get to present themselves on their field to me and really cement themselves deeply into my brain for future events. And Solid, I got to see them in action yesterday. I got to see them qualify first time around, and what a matchup that was.
I mean, yeah, nothing beat what happened yesterday. I mean, the absolute matches that we saw, that I saw when I was casting, were incredible. I mean, we saw Los Bandidos qualify through in round 5 against Nani Esports, which was a pleasure to watch, and then Bonk that took down OEA Gaming. And I mean, I think this lineup is gonna be absolutely exquisite as we come into the playoffs. The first game, Potter. I have a question for you. What do you predict this series scoreline to be? Who do you think is going to take this, and maybe why?
It's an interesting one because I don't want to go too much into it. I can only go off of based what I have seen. Obviously, the results of their Team Solid coming through into the playoffs as seed number 2, qualifying 3-0. You've got to back them in that scenario. I think it'll go 4-2 in favor of Team Solid.
I mean, I think that's a really, really good idea to go for. But I'm a fan of the underdog story, and I think Bonk. I watched them play yesterday. uh, They've had a good run. They had to take down, I'll say, it's Esports Academy to then take down OEA Gaming with some pretty big names. I think you got the Snake, you got BE in that team, and to take them down. I mean, you can't write them any lower than what they might be. So I'm thinking it's going to go 4-1 to Bonk here.
Well, it may well do. We will just have to wait until the action does eventually get underway, and then we can properly get an idea of which way the series is going to go. First game is always crucial in a best of 7. First game is always crucial in any situation in Rocket League, but best of 7s means that we're really here for the long run, for the long haul. It can truly be a marathon run.
I mean, yeah, I mean, today, 4 big matches, the playoffs. I mean, this playoffs run could be big for either of them if they can get that run. But obviously, they have to play a pretty hard team lineup because, I mean, next series, we've got Not Trying to Lose versus Rizon. But now, Team Solid versus Bonk, we get underway and we start off the start of the playoffs. Bonk versus Team Solid.
Side up, awkward touch, goes out to Trocker, goes into the infield already. Retrock's already there for it, already there with the opening goal. Only took them 12 seconds, and it seems like they're well on their way to taking this first game already. Instant impact coming out from the side in blue.
Yeah, I mean, Hartman and Townsend, they got a bit lost there. They didn't know what they were gonna do. They double committed and it led to a first goal. I mean, that's not a way you want to start off if you're the side of Bonk. I mean, but now, Thider, that's a nice touch onto the back wall. It could lead to something, but T Jester being there to read it, 16 then, reading again. T Jester going for the double, but it's going to be Twinzer to get the save. And this now still not out of trouble as Redox tries to get something, can't do it as Tyder. He gets the ball out, but gets demoed by 16. And this game already looking to be scrappy as we see demo after demo, Potter.
Indeed we do. Demolitions all over the field so far, opening up a lot of space for these two teams to work in. Twins are high pop-up for Thider, a lot of space in the air, maybe not too much boost, gets a reset, gets it over one defender, it's potentially straight into the back of the net off of Trocker's car, but somehow that ball doesn't go in the net, calculated to protection, you can say.
Yeah, and now Twinzer, he had to get that demo there, otherwise they would be 2-0 down. But now we're starting to see both of these teams thin out a little bit as Hartman, he goes for a shot. He misses that goal though. I've got inkling that Hartman's on 10 hours last 2 weeks, and I think you can tell Potter because he's really not hitting those shots that he sort of needs to be hitting, I think.
Well, they've got time to warm up into it, like we've been saying. First time we're going into best of sevens here in the Vision Gaming Invitational. A lot of time to warm into it, a lot of time to get into the groove of things, and they've got no other option. If they want to perform and step up, they're going to have to step up to the plate and get the fluidity going once more. This one potentially awkward for Trocker to deal with, allows it to go to Retrox instead, picks up that back right boost, 50 into the infield. Nobody there. Hartman turned away from it. It seems like the control is all in favor of the blue side at the moment.
Yeah, that pressure is flipping though. As Twinsy tries to get a shot off. Thider and Jester, they get a 50, but it goes quite nicely. And Retox, he gets a reset by Hartman. Easy clear away. Thider, he now has a chance, but Jester is there. Townsend, he misses that ball. He now needs to recover quite quickly as Hartman, he flies up. He gets the reset. He uses it to get a wave dash, and he gets that touch, but they pushed up too close. There was a bit of an overextension from that third man in Twinser, and he now needs to recover, which he does so into that corner.
Did into that corner. The Retrox there with it. Passed down to Trocker. Not fast enough for it. Ball cleared away once more. T Jester up for it again into the airs one more time around Hartman. No boost to work for this one. Has to go back, has to get something. Seems like the blue side here just trying to delay some boost, make their opponents awkward and potentially get an opportunity off of it. Retrox's shot is into the top right corner. Saves away by third there once more into the infield. T Jester tries it again, but boomed away by Twinser.
Twinser with a nice boom away, and it goes to Hartman now. Hartman who gets the double but can't make anything more. And Dyder, he's awkward. That's a shot, but it's too weak. Retox, you need to be scoring those if you want to make yourself look like a convincing team. That's not what I'd expect from the second scene, but Dyder goes for the double, and he gets saved away by Retox as soon as we give him a whoa. He comes back and gives us a reason to be proud of him, as now that pressure's flipping, and with only a minute and 50 on the clock, we need to see Bonk. They need to come out with some more action, and Hartman, he misses that ball, and Jester, he goes for it. He gets that touch, but 16, he can't quite do much else with it. And now Retox, he gets another touch in the middle. 16 there again. Doesn't do much with it. Ida, he tries to get another touch. Can't quite do so, and that's a reset. Will we see a double? No, we will not, as Retox, he now has control of that ball, and he is looking to set himself up, but he can't quite.
Third with a great wall read to clear away any danger which may have came from T Jester. However, in possession once more, no boost to work with, forces the 50 with Hartman. Retrox up for it over to that left-hand sidewall once more. Trocker, they're waiting for it onto the backboard, trying to force something, but all they need to do is keep the ball on this orange side. They've got a minute left to delay. It might just drop in through the roof of the net. Saves away by Friday once more. The orange side, the defense is being tested, but coming through every single possible quest at them.
Every question that's being fired at Bonk, they are answering back. Their defense is solid. They had that one slip up in 12 seconds, and that could be the reason they actually lose this first game. It could be the reason that they don't have momentum coming in. But Jester, he tries to get something going, can't quite, as 16, he puts it back to the corner where Retox has to make an awkward turn. After getting that 100 boost, he does so, and that's Hartman with a 50, and that's a shot from Dyder. He tries to get the read off of 16, but he can't do it. And now, with 30 seconds on the clock, this pressure's looking awkward, this pressure's looking promising for the side of Bonkers. They need to start getting themselves up. They need to win this first game, but Jester gives them the nail in the coffin. It's 1-0. In series to solid, I think.
Seems like it could be. 24 seconds left to confirm that one once and for all. Not being the start in which Bonk would have wanted it to be. They had their chances. They haven't been clinical enough with them, and it seems like they could be paying the price for it.
Yeah, they must be paying that price. And now, Twinser tries to get something going, tries to get that one goal to flip the momentum to their favour for the next couple games. But the side of Team Solid, they're too favourable, they're too strong. I mean, these guys took a game off of the tournament favourites, not trying to took a series off and not trying to lose earlier on in the Swiss stage, and that's something that you can't put down from them. But Jester, he tries to get something now, but that ball drops, and Team Solid, they take game one.
But this isn't about not trying to lose. It's all about Team Solid at the moment. They take themselves a series advantage at the moment. Only the one game, as we've been saying, first time here, best of sevens. We're in for the long haul.
Yeah, we're in for the long haul, and best of sevens. They have more opportunities to come back. Obviously, there's up to 7 games you can play in a best of seven, as you know. And I mean, Bonk, I don't think they're worried. They had 10 saves between them, and I mean that's saying a lot when their team had 12. So they nearly every shot that wasn't a goal was saved by.
It was, but it all counts for nothing if you're not getting them in down the other end of the field, and that's where their issues were lying. They had the chances, the clinical shooting just was not there to bring them back into that game, but 5 minutes on the clock, once more, they're going to have to go again. They're going to have to pick themselves up off of the ground and try and get a game here, try and get a result and tie up the series.
16 with a free jump to get that save. He does so quite nicely now as Hartman overextends himself one bit more, and Twinzer, he now has to try and keep that ball up. He does so, but T-Juster quickly clearing it away. Now Thider on the ball with Thider. He tries to get another one, but can't quite do it as Retox gets a save, and it goes to T-Juster. That's off the sidewall, and it's a miss that leads to a goal. Twinzer's going to be kicking himself for that.
Trocker again there to open up the scoring. It was a phenomenal pass off of the back wall from T-Jester just to launch it forward. Trocker's there to open the scoring once more. And it seems like the momentum just isn't getting shifted. It's all in favour of Team Solid at the moment. It seems like it's only going to continue in that direction. Off the kick-off, Thide can't get out of their own quarters. Hartman has to deal with it, does so successfully, launched forward once more. Twins is there for it, but Trocker again with a phenomenal save, dropped down though by Thide. But the defense on the blue side constantly reading everything. They're just one step ahead at the moment. Retrock's already up for it, looking for the redirect, potentially onto the backboard, but nothing doing. Trocker there once more to keep the plays in the orange side of the field. The dunk coming through. Hartman trying to hang on for dear life, trying to keep this orange side defense secure. Twins are up for it. They want a goal of their own. Gets a flick reset, tries to musty flick it in. A minute gone in this one. 1-0 in favour of Team Solid.
1-0 in favour of Team Solid, and Team Solid, they are proving to be a solid team, you could say, as their coherency, their consistency is on point right now. They're not making faults, but Dyder, he's on the ball, but that ball drops so rapidly that he can't react properly. He tried to, but he couldn't get the ball, and now Dyder back again. Jester with a 50, that's a 50, and it's in the net, Dyder! He's the answer, and he equalises.
And they had to be the answer. Great back pass from Twinser to them. Thida just too strong for T-Jester in the net. It rolls in. Trocker couldn't get to it in time, and it's exactly what you need to get yourselves on the board. Try and flip the switch in this game, potentially in this series, because you do not want Team Solid to run away with this one, and they're putting up a great fight to try and take this game.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of trying to stay in this now, and Jester tries to, but Trocker can't quite do much. Hartman on the ball now, and Hartman, he gets taken off, but Twinzer, he keeps that ball in pressure, and Hartman, he has 100 boost to work with now. He could do something with it. He gets a 50 down, but it bounces high, and that's a very awkward bounce for the side of Bonk to react to.
Really is, but they were able to react to it accordingly, and they had to as well. Hartman up for it in the back left of their own corner. 50 off of the ceiling, nothing doing. Retrox, however, way too fast, gets demoed out by Twinser for their condolences. Trocker try and get infield once more. T-Chester running for it, but cohesion just didn't seem to be there in the offense at that time around. Thide 50 with the Retrox comes into the midfield. Time and space for T-Jester to work with. Boost as well. Get to flick. Twins are there to deny.
Yeah, and now we're watching a side of Bonk. They're pretty awkward on that backline, but Hartman's going to be there to get a sweeping clear away, and it's going to be left for Retrox to get a touch now. Trocker going for a touch, trying to get a goal, but Thide, no man to question it, gets a save, and the double commit from Twinser and Hartman might seem awkward, but Hartman, he's got control and space on the ball. Dyder, that's a dangerous pre-jump to go for, especially if you don't want to put your team out of coordination. And now Retox, he's been passed to, but he can't do much. Dyder there, diving in, a good dive as well. Good cut of the rotate. And now Hartman is the one to clear.
You can see the passing lanes are there. You can see what these players are attempting, but nothing doing. That was almost a phenomenal play coming out from Trocker to put them into the lead once more. Just under 2 minutes left in this one. Infield pass to Retrox, 1v1 situation. Thide there instantly to cut out any threat. Trocker up once more. The pressure starting to emanate, starting to fluoresce around the orange defense. T-Jester flick past one. Potential pop into the center, gets it. Retrox is there, falls out to Trocker instead with the 50. Could just be an open net for Thider on the counter-attack. Can Retrox get back to it? No, they cannot. And against all the odds, Bonk take the lead.
Against the odds, they are not the favourites to win this. They are the underdogs in this story, coming from the 7th seed, coming from Series 5 in the Swiss, and they are making themselves look it. First game was shaky for them, but now they're evening out. Thider and Twinser, 100% goal participation on both sides of them. And now, Team Solid, they need to give an answer with less than 90 seconds on the clock. They need to give that answer fast, as Hartman now missing that ball. That ball lingering middle, that pressure emanating, that pressure is radiating for Team Solid right now. But a sweeping clear away from Thider gives him a space to work with. Trocker on the ball now. That ball goes to middle. He gets the double as T-Jester. It's a triple commit from the line and gets the save away. And Hartman tries to get a doink, but Retox there. Thider there, he gets the double, it's in the middle! Everyone to work, but there's nobody up for Bonk.
Nobody up for Bonk. Team Solid, the pressure is coming through, starting to eliminate, but it could all count to nothing. The ball constantly being launched back where it came from, deep into the blue quarters. Trocker has to find the read, cannot do so. 40 seconds remain. You need something soon. Give yourself that little bit of hope. Thider up down off of the ceiling. The pass was there. Nobody wanted to react to that one other than the blue sides. Launched forward by Trocker once more. Retrox onto the backboard. Thide will boom it away again. Potentially to nobody other than TGS. It's a great 50 to beat out and dunk it underneath the orange defender, but nobody there again to react. Nobody wants to push forward. TGS is going to take their time with this one. Goes into the skies once more, goes into the heavens, has boost to work with, forces two players to go for this ball, leaves the center a little bit open, but with time running down, you think it's Bonk's game to lose. But it's into the midfield once more. TGS is there, but cleared away by the orange side. They're hanging on for dear life. One last opportunity as the ball hits the ground. We've got a tied series.
Tied series indeed, and Bonk, they had good game management towards the end of that game. You know, they weren't overextending themselves. They didn't need to worry all too much, as you know, they knew that they could just, after that second goal, they had 90 seconds to run down, and they did so well.
They really did, and they had no other option. They needed to take this game. You think in best of 7, if team goes 2-0 up, you know, you're still in with a fighting chance, but it's starting to get away from you, especially when these games have been as close as they have done. But 2 1-goal deficits for either team shows that we're in for a close series, shows that we've got an action-packed matchup here as we head to DFH Stadium. 5 minutes on the clock once more.
DFH Stadium, Game 3, one of the best maps in the game, one of the most iconic maps in the game as TGS, they tries to go for something, but Twinzer, he gets a nice touch away. Hartman on the ball. That ball is now lingering up. Trocker, he goes for that ball, he gets it. Twinzer now, that's a pinch. That was nearly a double as well. But Hartman, an easy save away, and now Thider on the ball. Thider, he can get one more, he gets one more, and that's awkward for the side of Solid. They need to solidify their defense, which they do, but it's looking risky again. There's that to redirect to Hartman, to the middle again. The passing play, the 1-2s nearly work out.
They almost work out, but not enough. Nothing doing. Blue side able to keep their defense closed off for now. TGS onto the backboard, looking for that double touch, looking for that redirect down. Thide playing it in front of their own net, does get the clear away. TGS has to deal with the danger, does so successfully over the top of their own backboard. Infield from Thide into Hartman off the crossbar. Double touch up for Twinzer. Is too fast for the blue defense, but no touch, which will help their team going forward. Retrox able to deal with the danger, but only as far as to Thide. TGS to clear away once more, falls back to Twinzer, looking for Thide to potentially cut back into rotation, gets a shot onto that one, but has full boost to work with now. Tries to fake it under Trocker, but Trocker, too smart, has possession of the ball, transitioning it down now into the orange side of the field. Hartman wasted away this one, so only going to go to Retrox. Time and space to work with. Onto the backboard again. Thide clearing this one away. Both defenses looking immaculate so far. No cracks, but once a crack starts to show, could potentially go against either of these teams. TGS clearing it away again. Hartman going up into the skies, into the heavens, has the reset, can't get it past the blue defense. Again, it really is just a tale of these defenses. One opportunity, one crack at the net. Twinzer, it's all they need. You think that shot from the double touch is going to go in. It doesn't need to. Twinzer's there to pick up the pieces and send it home for Bonk.
I mean, Thider, he nearly gets that double, but Twins are there to secure the goal, to solidify it, and cracks are starting to show for Solid now. Their solidity is starting to crumble down, as they are now, for 2 games in a row, they've gone down. And Hartman, he nearly gets the goal, and Thider, he almost gets the goal, but Truck has to dive in. Trucker now uses a lot of boost to get to that ball now in the middle, but Thider beats it out, and it's now T-Jester alone. It's a double attempt, but doesn't go in. Hartman now, he needs to pick up the pieces. He needs to try and get that goal, but he can't. T-Jester clears it out. Trucker now underneath that ball. That ball cleared away to middle. Hartman with a lovely touchdown as Thider, not much boost. He jumps up just to try and put some force on, and he does so quite nicely as Retox. He went low, and that's another attempt. Gets saved away quite nicely by Thider there.
Indeed it was. Hartman going up into the heavens again, booming this one away, making it awkward for the blue side to react to. Retrox has to do so, tries to get it in field, looking for Trocker. Trocker up into the heavens, has boost to work with, trying to get the bump onto Thide, does so successfully, but the ball only goes as far as to Twinzer, who was just waiting, lurking in the orange net to clear that one away. It's onto the backboard, nobody there other than Trocker down to T Jester looking for the pass, but instead makes it awkward for their defense. It's going to be hard for them to react to. It gets placed, though, however, directly onto Thide's car, which was awkward for them to react to. It goes infield to T Jester, catches the ball, trying to get it past Thide, does so successfully, coming off of the ceiling. Now Hartman pitches it away, but the blue side slowly starting to pen in the orange team. The dunk coming through. It's got to go in from T Jester, does so eventually. Brilliant players coming out from Team Solid, and it's exactly what they need in this situation.
Exactly what they need, and I mean, what a goal to put it in, and you can't complain at that when it's now 3-3 in series. It's looking quite. There's now 1-1 in game. Sorry, and it's starting to look pretty good for the side of Team Solid. As that dunk was just superb. It was. I mean, nobody expects that dunk to come out so nicely, but it did. Now Thider is on the ball. Thider tries to go for something. Twinzer, he's now put it to the back wall. It's awkward. And that's a shot from Hartman. He needs to be putting those away if he wants to get them in. If he wants to take the series under his control. But he can't quite do it yet. Thider now and Retox throwing it away.
1-1 in the game, 1-1 in the series. These teams so evenly matched, but somebody has to step up to the plate and take this game and give themselves series advantage once more. It could well be Thider trying to make Bonk that team to do so, but T Jester on the counter-attack, denied away by Twins. It falls out to Thider on the left-hand sidewall. It's infield. It's awkward for the blue side to deal with, but nobody from Bonk able to react into it. Hartman with a great recovery, can't find the hit. 3 trucks there for it. The first man here gets a phenomenal beat onto the orange defender, but Twins and No Boost gets back just in time to divert it away. Trocker with a tight angled shot just over the crossbar.
Just over the crossbar, 50 seconds on the clock. That's to the middle with Thider. He's put it on the corner. Thider, he gets the double! And Trocker, he has to be the one to save it. And what a save he does as Retox now with a touch. And it's now looking pretty dangerous, except it gets cleared away. Bonk, they want to take this game. They want series advantage here. They want a point in their favor here. They don't want to go down again. They don't want it to be a back and forth summit where they have to climb and climb and climb until it's too late. And now Twinzer, he tries it. Thider, he goes up. Thider, he's going to get one more. He gets one more. That ball's gone straight down. And it was a pinch down, and Hartman could not react in time. Hartman, though, he's up. Hartman, he's trying to get a read off of Retox, but he doesn't. But it's Thider with a shot. It's saved away. Twinzer, the pressure's building. With 7 seconds left on the clock. Thider, he gets the touch. It goes down. Retox with a clear. And with 1 second left, we're entering regulation time. But we have overtime.
Did we do golden goal situation? One player, one team has to step up to the plate. Could be T Jester straight off the kickoff, making it awkward for Hartman to deal with, but does so successfully off of the backboard, keeps calm and composed. No Boost to work with. Twinzer is going to have to buy enough time for their teammate to react to. Do they enough? However, the bumps coming through, the angles coming through from Trocker again. The first one over the crossbar, this time directly converted into the bottom right corner, squeezes it past everybody on the side of Bonk and takes game 3 for themselves.
They take game 3 and a good game 3 that they needed to solidify themselves with a point, with the pressure, and now it's all going to have to be in Team Bonk's ball court. They need to win this game if they don't want to go 3-1 down, if they don't want to go potentially out of the bracket in the top 4 position, top 8 position. I mean, I wouldn't personally, but it's all in the hands of Bonk now. They need to win this next game to control the pressure and to give themselves breathing room if they want a chance of going further in the bracket.
These games have been so close, and these games have truly been showing the level in which these players are playing at. They're matching each other's consistently, but 5 minutes upon the clock once more. Our teams are going to start to run away with it and get themselves 2-game advantage, or are we going to have a tied series once more? The questions I don't have the answers to.
The question that is going to be answered this game, Potter, is what we're going to watch. And now Trocker, he gets a touch in the corner. Trocker, he gets another touch, but Thider, he dives in, not knowing Hartman was there, and that puts his team on an awkward foot. There's Twinzer, he needs to dive in. T Jester, he now can't get a proper touch. Trocker doesn't put it on the wall, but that's a bump. His team bumps coming out as that touch lingering. Thider with a 50, and that ball's on the sidewall. Hartman on that ball. Hartman, what's he going to go for? Thider, he has all the opportunities. Thider, did he put it in the net?
Almost put it in the net, and you think those are the opportunities which must be taken. This one could be, however, Twinzer can't find the touch. It's so awkward. to read. You think players are going to hit the ball, they don't hit the ball. You think vice versa, they're not going to hit the ball, and they end up hitting the ball. You don't know what to react, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to move. But Trocker is sending this one deep into the orange quarters. T Jester coming out of nowhere to get this one in. Retrox to keep up the pressure. Hartman has to deal with it. T Jester in once more. It's a great 50. It's across the goal line, but nobody there to deal with it. Hartman to send it back where it came from. Retrox to pick up the pieces and start again. Gets it past one side here. Already up for it, already waiting for that one. But T Jester lurking, could send it into the top left corner. And what a read that is by, I believe it was Hartman on the back line to divert that one away from the blue side, taking the lead once more.
Yeah, what a save indeed. What a redirect from Hartman. That was the only option for that team there, as all three of them were backed up on the goal line pretty nervously. But a flipping pressure and a flipping atmosphere, hopefully now, as Twinzer, he puts it very high up. Twinzer, he gets one more, but that's not the touch he wanted as he sent it to the corner. But Vida on that ball now, a double commit. Could be dangerous as Hartman, he puts that ball in. Retox with a lovely touch, but Twinzer's going to be there pinching it. And now Vida again, he's up. Vida gets the first reset. What's he going to do? He doesn't do much of it though. As Hartman, he puts a shot on, but just is there to read it. And now the pressure's building for Solid. They need to clear it away, which they do, but Tido brings it back in. Retox now has to get a save, and he does so quite convincingly. And Solid, they've got something more. They're trying to keep it away, and they're doing so quite convincingly here, as this game is pretty deadlocked, Potter.
Some may say both teams. Our team Solid at the moment as Twinzer clearing this one away, could just go over T Jester's head, falls into the path of Retrox, sends it high and wide up for Thida, has to deal with the pressure, does so. Retrox looking for T Jester, it's a bit too heavy, can only get a slight touch to beat out the offender there. Twinzer, big bang onto the back wall, no one's going to be able to react to it. Trocker already has the clear onto it, looking for T Jester. No passes coming through, no final product being made by any of these teams. They're hitting and hoping, they're trying to get onto the end of something. It's been a really scrappy affair, not a lot of boost for these two teams to work with individually. As Thida trying to make something happen, T Jester already one step ahead.
Already one step ahead, and this tight-knit affair is really come to light, as we're seeing more team bumps from Solid. Their foundations are starting to crack as this game gets riskier and riskier for them. But now, Hartman, he's there, he puts it low, but Trocker's there to get a save. Retox double commits with it. As Hartman, he gets a double to try and keep it in. Thida, he's there, he nearly gets it over them all, and it's getting cleared away. It is a double commit up, but Twinzer knows that, so he goes down. And Thida, he's got the pitch in his favour. He gets a lovely 50 onto that sidewall, giving Twinzer all the space in the world, but he can't quite get a flip. He missed his flip opportunity, and now that ball goes low, and it gets read out by Thida, but T Jester puts a shot right over the net. Retox looking to get another play, but nothing. There's no final result. There's no end product to these touches. These are all meaningless touches here. As Trocker, he now goes. He gets the flip over, but Twinzer's there to save. And Thida tries to clear, but Retox is there. Now Hartman clearing away, and with 50 seconds on the clock, Potter, I see no means end to this gambit of 0-0.
And you think with the way it's been going, although overtime is the true decider, you think one goal here could truly separate these sides for good, whether that's in overtime, whether that's in regulation. Hartman wants it to be him. Hartman wants it to be now with 30 seconds remaining. Could be the nail in the coffin for what is game 4 to tie up the series. Phenomenal game from both teams, but potentially this is the goal to edge it.
This potentially the goal to put the game in and to finish it out now, as it's looking to be over now. This game has been so deadlocked for so long, but Jester, if he can do something, he can, and he gets the 50 to Retox. And Potter, like we was 0-0 once again, we're back at 0-0 near enough.
Like buzzes, you wait for ages for one to come, and eventually two come at once. We're at a tied game once more, and you think there's no other way than overtime in this one. 34 seconds remaining. These teams tit for tat in this one, both going at it, pure passion in it. Is it into the back right corner once more for Twinzer? One opportunity could be the one to take it as time slowly ticking down for both these sides. Somebody's got to step up to the plate at some point once more. Hartman thought it was them, and Drocker, or Redrogs even, went back down the other end, tied it up once more. T Jesters tries to put it in this time around. Chances coming through, but time ticking away.
Time ticking away. There's an overextension on both boosts, and they have to both dive roughly to get that ball. And with 3 seconds left, Jester, he takes control. It's going to go to Trocker now, who flicks it up. Could we see a 0-second goal? No, we have overtime, Potter. And as soon as the game stops, the game starts. And underway we once go.
It's an overtime, and it's an overtime in which Bonk have been dragged kicking and screaming into. They do not want to be here. It's a game which you think they must win to try and give themselves a foothold in the series. Twinza has to react well on the backboard and does so successfully. Retruck to pick up possession again. Twinza to send it back even further. T-Jest up for this one, looking for the dunk, looking for the 50, falls into the path of Hartman, but it's awkward in the backlines of the Orange defense. Overtime ticking up this time along, but these teams neck and neck. How long for?
How long for is the question that we will soon see as Hartman gets a lovely doink over the defense. Jester, though, he knows how to read it. He gets a touch up, but with low boost, he leaves it to Trocker, who gets a touch down. Hartman, no boost, straight back to Trocker. Tyder with a touch. Twinza was there and ready, but Tyder thought it was in best interest of the Orange defense for it to be him. And once again, Tyder, it's him again to get the clear away, and it goes straight to Twinza from Trocker. And now Hartman, he's got the ball, he's got possession, he clears it away. That's a 50 though, and that's another 50 that they don't want to play. They're losing every 50 they go into, except for that one, which gives Snyder some space. It gives him a reset opportunity. He plays it low though, almost getting it past Retox, and that would have been the end of this game.
Could have been the end of this game, but it's not going to be. Thide searching this one back to Jester, just waiting away. Possession, Retrox with the pass. Retrox aiming for the bottom left corner. Hartman has it covered, has always been everywhere on the back lines for the Orange side. And this one, again, overtime ticking up. Hartman onto the backboard again. T-Jester already there for the read. Doesn't even need to hit this one. Twins up over to Thide, up off of the ceiling. Hartman's there for it, but too fast on the blue side. They want to stay in this one, as do Bonk down the other end of the field. Twinza has to make this save away, and you think the saves coming out, the shots coming out of this team, what is it going to take? Because every single question is being answered by either team.
Every team, each team here, they know their worth. They know that they're good enough to win this game, to win this series, to take it further in the bracket now. But T-Jester, will he give his team reason to think they're the better ones? That's a shot from Trocker, and that's awkward for everyone. But he gets the save, and what a save to keep his team alive.
Hartman again with yet another save. Might be to be called into action again, but this one, it's shots from this like T-Jester. You just can't save. There's no answer to it. And Team Solid going to be putting themselves 3-1 up in the series.
T-Jester with a triple tap of the good. That might be shot of the playoffs already in the first series. And T-Jester, what a goal. And there's no more words to say what I want to say about that. You can't complain how amazing that was.
But again, 1-goal games truly can go either way. Bonk are absolutely not out of this one, but Team Solid are in touching distance of advancing through in the playoffs.
Yeah, touching distance of getting through. The roughest game we've seen was game 1, Potter, which was 2-0 for Solid. And I mean, looking at this, it's going to be a tough gambit for Bonk to climb. They have a mountainous battle ahead of them. If they want to win this, they need to win 3 in a row now, Potter. And do we think they have what it takes? I don't know. We will see this game if they have an answer for us.
Well, they're going to have to provide something, or Bonk, otherwise they're going to be out of the VisionGaming Invitational. It's not what they would want. They came here for a reason. They want to win it. They want their name up in the lights. As Twins up this time onto the backboard. T-Jester to clear it away. Trocker already up for it. Thide, we're starting off exactly where we left off. Pressure imminent from both teams, but how long is it going to stay at a stalemate for? We don't know.
Hour long, 0-0. We're only 20 seconds in, Potter, but there is a storm brewing here. And T-Jester nearly makes that storm appear. Retox, though, he goes for the double, but Twins are pre-jump to save. But that pressure's not over yet, as T-Jester's there. Trocker now is there again. Tries to keep it in, but they're keeping it in nicely. And this pressure from Solid already is really worrying for the side. If you're a Bonk fan, you wouldn't want to be in this situation.
Again, some may say it's solid pressure coming out from Team Solid as it's sent back where it came from. Thide is coming charging down this left-hand flank, trying to get it infield, does so successfully. Nobody's there other than Retrox to bang this one away. It's awkward. No one's going to be there to keep the pressure up for the Orange side, and Bonk Hartman has to play it over their own backboard. T-Jester onto the backboard again. Someone's got to be there for the shot. It's a free one. It's into the back of the net. It's Retrox once more.
What a Bonk doing now? I don't mean to sound rude, but they're all just having a mother's meeting in the goal. They've got nothing there. They are literally having a sip of tea and a biscuit in their tea and having a talk about why they're losing this series, because that is not on if you want to be in this playoffs.
But they've got time to bounce back. Trucker doesn't want that to be the case. They want to put the nail in the coffin now. They want this one to be done with. They want to be advancing on as soon as possible. Retruck's already up for it. Hartman there as well. Nobody getting this one into the backboard. No opportunity is going to be carved out for Bonk. They're going to have to carve something out of nothing should they want to, because this defense from Team Solid has been, well, solid.
Yeah, well, all jokes aside, they have played a really strong level of defense and offense, and now Dider, he really wants to give his team something to work with. Twinzer and Trocker, what a save! My word, we talk about solid defense right now. We're seeing more than solid, we're seeing impenetrable defense, Potter.
Seems to be that way, and long may it continue for the blue side, in all hopes for them advancing on in the playoffs. Trocker has to deal with it, has no boost, allows it to go to Chi Jester instead. Retrucks to send it back where it came from again. All they need to do is delay time, but they've got a lot of it to kill off. Thide wants time and space, looking for the pinch, just again buy their team time to try and recollect the pieces and come back charging for an offense again in the future. As Twins are waiting for this one on the right hand side, or gets deleted out of the field instead. A fake, a backflip, whatever we've seen from Trocker, it worked out in their favor. One offender from the orange side goes over their head. Twins it to fake this one out to keep the ball close. Hartman to get it past the second. One defender left. T Jester there instantly, however, to cut out any threat.
Dider now, he takes it above one, he goes for the double tap, but he sends it really far towards that corner there. And now Hartman, he has to try and pick up some pieces as Retox. He's there, taking the weight off his team's pressure, taking it off. And Dider, he needs to stop playing alone. He's got teammates available, but he's choosing to go for these double tap solo plays that, while they work, they're not working right now. And we see a demo from Hartman, but they can't do anything with it, Potter. They need to work on their offense, and they need to work on it fast.
They truly do. It's not even a case of them needing to work on their offense, because we know what they can produce. It's just a case of replicating their past events on the field now, as this one aimed towards the top left corner. It's infield again. One more goal you think could clearly kill this one off in favour for Team Solid. It could come through from T Jester. Twins are called into action at the last depth.
Once again, they're just struggling on that goal line. They're having another mother's meeting, and it proves it. It says two high-intensity shots that they just barely scrape off that line. And now Retox, he's got possession. He gets bumped away, but it's gone to Jester, who puts the shot on, but Twins is there to save it. Hartman looking lost like a little girl in Tesco's on the line. He does not know what to do, and he now goes up, trying to get a touch, trying to get that offense up, and he tries to get a touch. He can't do it, but Dider now, he tries to go again, but he can't. And with a minute left, Potter, I'm daring to say this game might be done and dusted.
We can say that the defense is struggling, but they're keeping themselves well within this one. All they need is one goal. All they need is one opportunity. Hartman is there. Surely the dagger. Drucker trying to 50 this one away. Everybody got sent to space in the defense of Team Solid, but somehow nothing converts. T Jester goes up the other end of the field, and you think that is the nail in the coffin for the series.
Must be the nail in the coffin. They've all just gone on a flight to space. Like there's nothing for Bonk going well for them. They've had 3 total shots this game, and it's not proving them well. Their offense that I saw yesterday has been shut down completely today, it seems, as they've got nothing. They've got 30 seconds to potentially make a comeback, but that in itself, they're climbing Mount Everest from the bottom. They've got nothing in their oxygen tanks. They're looking deflated, and I mean, 20 seconds, they're trying, they're still not giving up, they're putting their all into it. As Retox gets a clear to Chocker to the middle now. T Jester goes for the read, but can't make it happen. And with 10 seconds, that buzzer going off, he gets it over. And Hartman, he gets one, and Potter, it looks over, but with 6 seconds, is there a chance?
Hartman puts them back within one, halves the deficit. We've seen crazier things happen in Rocket League. 6 seconds remaining. They're going to have to find a way. They're going to need to make something happen. It's their only option.
Tidy, he goes for that left-right boost cheat, but it doesn't pay off for now. 0 seconds regulation time. They need to keep it up. They're doing it. They get into the defense, but Tidy, what are you doing? Why are you going for a demo when your teammates left you the ball? And that is the reason why you've lost that game and why you've gone out 4-1. And congratulations to Team Solid. They secure themselves a top 4 result. And now, Team Solid go through.
We can't be that harsh onto Zyder. The question marks were not all onto Zyder there. It's got to be a case of Team Solid really stepped up to the plate. They came through. They stepped up to new levels we never knew they could reach, and they advanced into playoffs because of that. Bonk just couldn't reach their levels in the final minutes of that game, and that game 5 especially, they just ran away with it. Dominant performance coming out from Team Solid, and they reaped their rewards for it.
Yeah, they reap their rewards, but you can put question marks on to Tyler at the end of that series. You know, in the overtime, they have one. He could have stayed on that ball. We know he had the boost. He had 60 boost in his tank there to go for that ball, and he just didn't make it happen. And that's how that series ended when they were mounting a good amount of pressure in that last second.
Really were. However, Team Solid will book themselves a place in the semi-finals. They'll be playing the winner of our next match, which is trying not to lose, facing up against Ryzen. We'll be with you for that matchup in approximately 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. And we've just seen an intense series from Team Solid and Bonk. Team Solid, they took down Bonk in a convincing manner of 4-1. And joined with me now is Retox. How are you, dude?
Yo, I'm fine, and you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. So, starting off this interview, how did you feel about that match? Obviously, you won in a very convincing manner, but the games were really close.
Yeah, it was really close games. After the second game, we were not as confident as we were before, but yeah, close games, but we still have the win at the end, so we are happy.
Yeah, obviously. And I mean, coming into this, did you guys expect to win in such a convincing manner, or did you think it was going to be a little bit closer than a 4-1?
Actually, we knew that it would be close games and close BO, but yeah, I didn't think that we could win 4-1. Actually, it's like it can look like a big result, but all the games were very close, so it wasn't really like that, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be casting them. It was very, very intense matches. And honestly, looking at how game 3 and 4 went, both of them being overtimes, were you guys feeling a little bit disheartened at the fact that in game 4 you guys had to play for 2 minutes to secure that game win?
Mhm. Yeah, it was hard because yeah, only one goal games, so we had to defend a lot. I think that we led the result a lot in this BO, so we all the time had to defend to secure the win. And yeah, well, last game was really close until the end too, but we managed to defend well. Yeah, it went really good.
All right, and my last question. Obviously, you guys don't play again till tomorrow, as you won the game. But we our next series is gonna like the winner of our next series is who you're gonna be playing. Are you confident in being able to take down either not trying to lose? Obviously, you guys beat them already, I believe.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that it will probably be not trying to lose. They are the tournament's favorites, so yeah, probably a rematch from first day. And yeah, we already beat them, so I don't know why we couldn't beat them twice.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
Good luck, have fun. Alors que Pris et Pascal sont déjà au kick-off. J'ai pas vraiment plus présenté les équipes que ça. Effectivement, alors que Lenny qui vient déjà marquer un but contre Airi, ça fait déjà 1-0 après à peine plus de 6 secondes dans cette partie. Quelle double tap monstrueuse de Lenny. Avec Tyder encore, balle au mid, Skywiz qui remporte son duel. Il part en air drag, il passe pour Monster peut-être avec le backboard sur une double tap ici. Monster pour le 1-0. Quel but magnifique de la part des Alsace eSport qui marque leur premier but dans cette série. Et quel passing play et quel read du backboard de Monster. Et ça fait 1-0 pour les Alsace Esports dans cette game 2. Le premier sur ce ballon. Après jump de Tider ici, ça passera pas à Willowns. Peut-être pour un autre flip reset. Et ben voilà, il suffisait de les demander les flip reset pour les avoir en fait. Willowns, mais quel but, encore une fois. Il passe par-dessus Tider avec ce flic, flip reset. Et ça finit dans les cages, un partout. Quel but, encore une fois. Alors que Jenner est déjà up, attention peut-être pour une double tap. Jenner pour la double tap, ça fait 3-0. Ça fait 3-0 les Airy Legacy qui ne peuvent pas jouer ce ballon. Quel but de Jenner sur cette read backboard des OYE Gaming, pardon, pour trouver un nouveau but qui pourrait définitivement sceller la fin de ce match. Mais Mitty qui nous propose un double tap juste après cette grosse occasion des Bonk. Et quel but de la part de Mitty. OYE Gaming a une petite longueur. Un peu intéressant ce qui vient de se passer. Pascal peut-être avec un ceiling shot, il a la passe. Il a tout le champ libre. Après ce flic, pas la passe, ce flic de Pascal, pardon, qui passe par-dessus Simeli. Quel but de Pascal. Après moins de 8 secondes. Qui se fait 50, Dasnake qui part dans les airs peut-être pour une double tap. Dasnake, quel but. Encore une fois, on a le droit à du grand spectacle dans cette game. Non seulement en défense, mais en attaque. Mais regardez l'angle qu'il doit mettre pour rentrer ce ballon dans l'image chez moi. Je voyais plus ce qui se passait exactement. Mais en fait, c'est Tider qui va pouvoir finir... Twinzer, pardon, qui va pouvoir finir le travail de Mitty. Dasnake qui peut relancer son équipe maintenant sur une contre-attaque. Dasnake encore, le double flip reset. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il nous cuisine! Qu'est-ce qu'il nous cook, le Dasnake! Quelle passe décisive et quel but de Mitty, j'en perds ma voix. Mais quel but! Quelle passe de la part de Dasnake! Oh là 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 là, mais je... Brax encore une fois. Twinzer vers Hartman, vers Twinzer! Quel passing play pour égaliser! Et les Bonk qui reviennent sur ce score de parité. Ah, ça nous propose du très très beau spectacle dans cette série. Qui essaye encore de faire du nettoyage hein, dans la défense des... Mais quel but! Quel but! Mais quel but! Quelle passe de la part de Hartman! Attendez, mais je m'attendais pas à ça! Quelle passe de Hartman vers Twinzer qui envoie Lenny qui peut la dégager sur le côté gauche. Il y a Storm à l'affût. Peut-être une balle mid vers Pris pour trouver le deuxième but. C'est fait! 42 secondes restantes. Et Pris et Storm qui viennent tout simplement prouver qu'ils ne sont pas simplement là pour perdre. Mettre de temps, Tider la fake sur Willows. Beaucoup de temps, beaucoup d'espace. Twinzer qui est au coin, Twinzer pour ce tir. C'est Tider, pardon. Ça punit pas. Ça punit directement, pardon. Encore une grosse pression de la part des Bonk. Bien joué, Tider entend peut-être. Tider, le contrôle, Herbivore, le flip reset de Tider. Il peut pas mettre la double tap. C'est bien joué, mais Hartman qui peut la mettre. Oh, magnifique. Et c'est Mitty qui vient finalement la mettre. Sans belle balle sur le backboard peut-être. Une démo de Twinzer qui ouvre le net pour Tider. Ça fait 3 pour les Bonk. Superbe play de la part des Bonk. Quelle démolition de Twinzer. Le filet à son coéquipier. On revient encore une fois de Twinzer. Toujours facile, la pression sur le backboard des Bonk. C'est bien défendu Tider avec un blue preset. Tider qui passe par-dessus Mitty. Bon, le voilà le blue preset. Quel but de Tider qui passe par-dessus 3 joueurs. Ce ballon, encore 2 minutes de jeu dans cette game. Tider avec une double tap sur le ceiling. Quel but de passe de quel but de Tider. Il est vu jusqu'à maintenant sur l'octave. Tider avec une grosse frappe. Ça fait 1-0 pour les Bonk. Ou non, 47 secondes pour le dire. Willows par-dessus Twinzer pour égaliser. Et ça fait 2-2. Ça fait 2-2. Quel match de fou. Quel but de Willows directement sur le kick-off. Et les Bonk qui perdent leur avantage qu'ils avaient tenu pendant 4 minutes. Ils l'ont perdu en 10 secondes chrono. Mesdames et messieurs, on est à 40 petites secondes de la fin de cette partie. Et on n'a toujours pas de gagnant clair avec Wellons qui tire juste à côté malheureusement. Hartmann, cette balle loin devant, Tyder peut-être pour sauver les bonks. Dans but magnifique, Tyder, exceptionnel le flip reset qui part en pleine lucarne. Quel but de Tyder, mon dieu, quel but. Mais quel but.
Hello and welcome back to the Vision Gaming Invitational. We've just rounded off, or you've just seen the French highlights from yesterday. So a huge shout out to Nasix for bringing those moments to life for us there. And what a broadcast it was. We're kind of sorry that we don't have them running a French stream for the playoffs, but we've got new matchups to talk about. We've got new action to deliver to you. We've got not trying to lose heading up against Rizon GG.
Not trying to lose, a team that, to my best knowledge, they're the favourites to win this. Not trying to lose and Rizon, they've played each other already in round 1 of Swiss, where not trying to lose took them out in a sweeping fashion. And I think that's going to play a bit of a mind game on both of these teams here, as you know. It's not going to look good for Rizon if they get taken out twice by the same team in just different formats for the tournament quarter.
Yeah, but a best of 7 does give them more time to try and chop and change things and make things better for them in the latter stages of potentially the series. We think, not trying to lose, probably heavy favourites in this one. But Rizon, again, I saw it last time around with Bonk, a team I didn't know too much about. Here, we get to see them play on the field once more and really try and cement a name for themselves.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the players, they speak for themselves. Eugene, Charlie B, and Nice, 3 players that are pretty well known in the bubble scene currently. And then you've got the side of Rizon, which is Pascal, Lenny, and Jaina. And Pascal, I mean, an RLCS coach that's taken teams to the top 4 in OCE region and taken teams to the top of their region, which is a summit that not many people can say they can do. So maybe he can coach his team's wisdom up and get them to take out not trying to lose in this format, because, this game, whoever wins this series secures them with the inkling that they get a slice of that $1,000 prize pool part, and that's exciting for them.
And ultimately, that's probably what they're here for. It's what they're all trying to compete in. They're trying to be the best. They want to have their name up in the lights come the end of this series and probably come the end of the tournament as well, trying to get themselves into tomorrow's proceedings. But we've got a long way to go before that, and ultimately they've got a huge opponent to take down.
Yeah, they've got a mountain to climb. They've got a summit that's hard to reach. Not trying to lose. They're clear favourites to win this tournament currently, apart from, obviously, you've got the side that we've just watched of Team Solid. They look strong. They look capable of being the ones that could overcome the entire feat of beating out not trying to lose. And, the winner of this series sees through whoever plays Team Solid tomorrow. But 6 players in the lobby, 3 casters here, and Potter, we are ready to rock. We are ready to roll. And 5 minutes on the clock. Utopia Coliseum. Away we go.
Exactly that. No point beating around the bush. No point trying to predict and procrastinate about things which may or may not happen, because the action is here unfolding in front of us. Charlie B tried to get a quick pop shot at net opening statement. Would have been very good for not trying to lose, but ultimately they've probably got confidence running through their veins already. Eugene with the flip reset fakes out Jano, fakes out potentially into the top left already. It's so awkward. It's so strange in the back lines of the orange defense, but somehow no opening goal just yet.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I've just witnessed, and I'm not sure what I'm witnessing. Whiffs coming left, right, and centre from Rizon. You can tell that they are feeling nervous at the start of this game, because they are missing a lot of balls that they need to be hitting, especially on their back line. But Jaina, he now gets a touch out. Charlie B on the ball now. Lenny taking that touch. Lenny trying to get a 50, gets it. Pascal with a shot, and Lenny with an epic save there for the wrong team, unfortunately. And now that pressure might flip entirely for not trying to lose.
Truly good. It's going to be what they want to happen. Lenny tries to get the touch over to Pascal. Pascal looked for a pre-flip potential redirect to the back of the net. Didn't come through. Charlie B to transition it forward. Goes up to Eugene. Seems like not trying to lose. Have just got that little bit of extra pace at the moment. They're a bit faster to every ball. They're trying to read their opponents better, but it only takes one shot, one moment of brilliance, and it's Lenny to open the scoring for Rizon.
Lenny. They open that scoreline, goes off the ceiling, beats out Nice and gets it past 2 defenders on that side. Well, no chance there for Charlie B or Eugen to really compete as they were banking on Nice's touch, which never came to fruition here. And now, Nice, he's got that ball. Nice, he's not going to go up because Pascal is there. And Eugen, he goes up. Eugen trying to get that second touch. Does so straight to Charlie B, but that ball, they all overextended, and it's now Pascal, and they're 2-0 up in a surprising manner.
Pascal, once more, gets the ball in the back of the net. Quick counter-attack, quick fire counter-attack at that as well to double their lead. 2 in quick successions to put Rise on GG up. And with a great opening statement, you know, they're really proving themselves. They're trying to give themselves the best shot at making it through as possible. Jaina is going to add a third, and it seems like game 1 is in their hands. Not trying to lose, need something big to try and take game 1 away from them.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, Potter. I'm looking a bit starstruck here from this result so far. This is not what you'd expect from not trying to lose at all, and especially not from the name of Charlie B, Nice and Eugen. But 3.5 minutes on that timer, not even a minute and a half played. We know that Rocket League can throw curveballs, spanners, and everything in the loop. But they're looking quite lost here. But they're looking like a lost team. They're all looking like they're looking for their mums in a Tesco when they can't find her. What's going on?
In the same way, I don't know why you keep referencing Tesco. I also don't know what is going on in this game of Rocket League. Pascal's going to make it 5 off of the kickoff. And whether there is external issues or internal issues with not trying to lose, it seems like their game plan and their team name is going against them.
Not trying to lose. Oh, losing it seems, Potter.
They are losing, and it's relatively heavy. And they need something big, even if they can try and get something on the board and get themselves a little bit of confidence. But ultimately, they already know the individual quality in which they possess. Pascal could have easily turned around on that one and added a 6, but it's going to be Lenny with a flip reset. Lenny to carry it forwards. They want a 6th goal. They want to kill this one off. They want to kill off any kind of momentum in which not trying to lose can get behind them.
Yeah, and I mean, not trying to lose. They seem to be trying to get back into it now as that ball flies out, and Nice in chat has called a server change after. So, like you said, Potter, there might be some external issues. So we will be switching lobbies after this game, most likely. And Eugen tries to get a reset, can't quite do so. Nice now trying to put it up, puts it up on that wall. Charlie B now in the air. Charlie B gets it past 1, tries to get a 50, can't do so. Eugen now on that ball, and Eugen can't get anything there, but that's a shot from Nice, and it's hit the post, and it's gone in! From Lenny's unfortunate fail to save that ball.
When you look at this game, you know, they're calling the server change. We can say that there has been some external issues. It comes into a bit of a free hit now for not trying to lose. Yes, they've got time on the clock, but ultimately this game doesn't matter as much because they've got their reasons as to why maybe this game didn't go to plan. It's about trying to reset and get themselves in the right mental state to come back into game 2.
And they're trying to get back into game 2 now, and well, next game could be a feat of it all. This could all be mental games, you know. First game, give them confidence. Second game, strike it away and take it from them. And, I mean, Charlie B now on that ball. Charlie B taking it up. Lenny can't do much, but they can't get the touch. That's a pre-jump save from Jaina. What a save.
What a save it was, but Charlie's going to add a second. And they're starting to produce. They're starting to click. Again, time on the clock, a lot of it as well. But it's time in which Rizom will want to kill off. Maybe they're getting a little bit scared. They must be aware of what not trying to lose can produce when they're up on their A game. And it seems like they're starting to change the gears and shift them in the right direction.
Yeah, trying to shift it to the right direction now. And it's 2-5 on that clock. Eugen to Charlie B. Charlie B going for the double! Goes for the triple! Can't get it off though. Eugen gets a bump. But Nice is demoed out by Pascal. And that's any hopes of that attack being thwarted now. But Eugen on that ball. Eugen not going for a pinch off that ceiling. Instead, tries to pin it mid for Nice, but Nice gets cut off by Jania. And now Charlie B tries to send that ball away. Can't quite do so, but Pascal goes for a side ball. A little bit adventurous. They might be 3 goals up, but 3 in a minute is not impossible for a team of this altitude, for a team of this status, as they get one back, and it's suddenly, Potter, an open game for them.
And whatever issues have been happening seem to be all erased at the moment. They're starting to click. They're starting to give themselves hope. As we've been saying, it's a free hit. You can chop and change, do whatever you want in a game of Rocket League when you're 5-0 down. Anything to try and get the cogs moving once more. They've got a minute left to find two.
A minute left to find two. Not an impossible feat and not one we haven't seen before here. But, nah, Eugen gets it over one, gets it over two. Nice, gets a demo. Charlie B over bump and it's out 4-5. Porter, we're about to see a comeback of feet here, even before a server resets happened.
And you've got to be scared of that server reset at this point if you are Rizon. But again, 4 unanswered goals at the moment for the side in orange. Have they gone more defensive or have they just been shut out completely by this new surge of what is not trying to lose?
I couldn't tell you, Potter, but not trying to lose whatever issues they were having. It seems to have sorted itself out now as they are in an open game and with 40 seconds left. They've scored 4 in such a short beat of time. I could see them scoring 1 more, even 2 more in this time as Charlie B puts it on the back wall. Pascal gets an awkward save and it's now 5-5. We have an open game. We are back to 0-0, Potter. And with 32 seconds left, it's looking worrying for Rizon.
Well, I wouldn't quite say it's 0-0 with the mental strains which must have been on both of these teams. You go 5-0 up and now you've lost it. You go 5-0 down and now you're back at a tie game. We've got 30 seconds left. Somebody must take game one. 1 goal or more will be able to do it here. You think Rizon, if they lose this game, potential series already over because that has got to be mentally draining. Lenny, down the other end of the field, tries to snipe that one into the back of the net. 1 goal, potentially all they need. It's a lifeline, you think, for Rizon. They need to take this game now.
They need to take this game. You're right, that mental game will be so strong if they lose it somehow after going 5 up so quickly. I mean, it would destroy my mental, but that's not hard to do, I think. But Eugene now on that ball. Eugene goes for the double, doesn't get it. Pascal tries to get it. We might see an overtime here, and it gets a bump off Eugene. A nice intertwine and bump, and we have overtime, Potter.
And who thought about 3 minutes ago that we would be in this situation? We thought game was already done and dusted, with the Rizon already up 5-0. But somehow, out of absolutely nothing, not trying to lose, have came back into this one. They've shocked, you can say they've came in, they've shocked the world. Whether the world is watching or not, 8 seconds into overtime, Nice finds the winner. And somehow, I do not have words for this. I cannot even fathom what I've just seen. Not trying to lose a one-upper in the series.
Yeah, not trying to lose. As the server restart has been called, I assume that's what's going to happen now. Yes, players are leaving players, and we're going to get that lobby back up. And Potter, I don't have words. All I can say is, Nice and Charlie B. They must have stopped eating. They must have stopped doing something. And I mean, Rizon, they went from 5-0 up to losing 6-5, and that's going to be mentally destroying for them. Because how could you lose after going 5 up? It stuns me that that's possible.
Exactly, and there's no really... It's weird to try and analyze if you're thinking rationally about it, because it quite frankly shouldn't happen. You don't think about situations of how to hang on to a 5-0 lead because you think the game is already done and dusted. You think you're planning on the next game. We're thinking about not trying to lose, trying to get something and trying to get their mental back to go into the next game, thinking blaming it on the server is going to be what it is. But ultimately, the server didn't cost them, and somehow they've came into this game and they've smash and grabbed a 6-5 victory in game one. Absolute goal fest. But where does that leave us heading into the latter stages of this series, leading into the future of this series?
Yeah, I mean, with a server reset, it's going to be worrying for them as now we start the game off. Pascal on the ball. Pascal takes that low 50, does so quite nicely, but Charlie B and Eugen, they double commit in that air. Not sure who was going to go for what, but that's a demo now. Lenny now getting that demo off, but Nice straight there. Nice tries to get the shot off, but it's going to be Eugen, the one to pancake that, try and get it in, but can't do so. And Charlie B is going to be the one left to try and pick up those pieces to try and keep on cooking potentially now as Eugen on that side will get a lovely touch, and Charlie B now hits that ball down, and that ball's gone right down for Pascal to get it clear.
Pascal will get a second touch onto the back ball. No one's going to be there other than Nice to get a touch. Potentially looking for Charlie B. Jane up for it. Beaten out, however, by Charlie B. The pass to their teammate was not coordinated well enough. Lenny trying to go under, beaten out by Nice, and now we see not trying to lose that in the driving seat. They're reading the plays perfectly. You can just kind of tell it seems like they're a level above. The confidence running through the veins of every player in blue as Charlie B opens the scoring. It's a dime from the heavens to the back of the net.
An absolute dimer. A golden touch from Charlie B and Eugene there as that starts the game off in 58 seconds, sorry. We have a goal and we have some action on our hands now. This is the not trying to lose I was expecting, Potter.
Yep, it's not trying to lose that we've all came very familiar with. Not trying to lose that won the VG Invitational last time around. Little bit of roster changes, but Jaina wants their name up in the headlights instead, wants them to be spoken about. Yes, Rizon have had issues. Yes, they blew a 5-0 lead, but they're not out of this game. It's not game over. It's a best of 7. It was only one game. It all counts to only one series point, and they want the second one.
They want the second one, and they want it now. They are going to be looking to try and set themselves back up here. They know it's embarrassing to lose from 5-0 up, and they want to set the record straight. We are not a team that throws that hard. We can come back from a defeating, crushing loss, and we can come back bigger now as Eugene on the ball, Charlie B to the middle, and that's a passing play. These two are linking up like nothing. Oh my word, the lock-in from Charlie B, and Eugene is really real now, as that's a beautiful pass to the middle that strikes it in the back of the net.
The Eugen pass there has gone under the radar. He was so technical with it to get the pre-flip, which puts him in a position to cut it back around the defense, send it into the midfield, and Charlie B's there to slot home once more, the sharpshooter of this not trying to lose side. That's exactly what we've came to expect from the man. He's been a lot higher stages than this. He's probably going to go a lot higher than that in the future at that as well. There's Charlie in possession again, going up high into the heavens, going up into the ceiling. Lenny there, drop down pass into the pass of Nice. Jaina there to make the save and to really give Rizon a lifeline. They need the next goal here should another goal come.
Yeah, they do, but looking at how they're playing, Potter, they seem panicky. They're not sure if their actions are going to work well, and that's another shot, but just barely saved. But Charlie beat there. Nobody able to get it away, and they can get one save, but when it matters, they can't get the second. And this team of double commits and overplays, two people trying to go for squishy saves. Simplify your game. You don't need to go for these high technicality plays, and it might work out more.
Charlie B's got a hat-trick, just under 3 minutes left in this one. They want a fourth as well. It's a great bump. Charlie could find a fourth. Charlie tries to get it over, couldn't get it under the crossbar, couldn't get it over the defenders either. Nice to cut back in and keep this one away, and you think it's not trying to lose his game to lose in this one. 2-0 up, potentially, after the latter stages of this game. It's off the ceiling. Eugen in cruise control. Eugen trying to force it through, trying to add a fourth. Nice is there for it. Nice there for the shot, just opts to keep it close instead.
Charlie B now gets the touch and goes back to that middle where Lenny, he takes possession, he takes his time. Eugen, though, not a stranger to that, gets a lovely touch, and Lenny now tries to get a pinch, tries to get a double, can't make it, but that's a shot from Pascal. They need a goal, and they need it sooner rather than later. It could just be too little too late already in this game, and it's only 3-1, Potter.
You can really see the effects of that first game. Confidence, you think if they take that one 5-0, and the way we think it was probably going to go, then we see a lot better, a lot different Rizon team, but it seems like they're defeated already. It seems like, you come in against a strong opponent, you're there running away with it, and then it gets taken straight back away from you and snatched from in your grasp. Nation's up for it, going into the center again. One more goal could easily kill off this game. The confidence has already been zapped from Rizon, but could the series be snapped away already?
The series is already looking to be over now. This is a deflated Rizon, especially from what we saw in that first game. Their confidence was flowing from their kickoff goals and their goals in general. But now we're seeing a team that can barely hit ball, and that's certainly not what you want when you're heading into the quarterfinals of the playoffs. That you are surely wanting to win. And now Pascal capitalizes on the awkwardness of not trying to lose us. It's now 3-2, and it's now an open ball court for them.
And if we want to say in terms, this game has had lots of strides of momentum in it. We saw the 5-0 in the first game. We're not going to stop talking about it because of how crazy it was. 5-0, Rizon go up, and then 6 unanswered goals, not trying to lose, come in. However, when you look at it, brutality statistically, these games have been extremely close. We're at a 1-goal deficit once more. All it takes is Rizon to find an equalizer, but it's not going to come. Nice is going to get the 2-goal cushion back in action.
gets them 2 goals. That cushion there, that safety net, that security bubble that they're living in is working well. As nice, she puts it away from a pass from CB, and now what's gonna happen for this side of Rizon? They are really looking like they are a deflated team as Jollibee, he tries to go up. Eugen now, Eugen on that ball. Eugen going for a sideball read. Gets it, but not a good enough one to potentially send it towards a goal as Jaina now getting a weak touch, a wet touch, you could say, as that ball just did not go far. And Potter, 35 seconds left. This game looks done and dusted.
It truly does, but this one onto the back ball. Pascal, that one, quite simply, needed to reach the back of the net.
Yeah, I will nearly reach on the back of the net. And now Lenny, he tried to get a touch there, but gets beat out. And Eugen, he gets that first reset. Can they get more? No, they can't. And Charlie with a shot, but Lenny's there to save. And now we're just watching the side of Rizon try and get as many points as they can. And it's going really nicely for them. Eugen there, that's a touch to the sidewall. Now a touch up. And Eugen can't get any more as this game is over at 4-2 potentially. Or there could be one more, but no, not trying to lose. They go 2 up in series. They win the game 4-2.
And you say Rizom trying to get as many points as possible. But the only points which matter are the series points, and not trying to lose. Their opposition have 2 of them. Rizom need to find an answer. They need to change something up, but it seems like not trying to lose could be all too strong.
Yeah, all too strong. And I'm looking at the side of not trying to lose, and they're calling for another server restart. Which I don't know. Charlie B he doesn't look to be struggling at all. He's scored 6 goals in 2 games now, and Nisha scored 4 in 2 games. But still, server restarting could be a strategy of theirs. You know, it could throw off the side of Rizon. You know, they could get getting their confidence up, getting momentum to be fought with a server restart. I've seen timeouts do worse for different teams in different games.
Well, we're only going to be able to find out, and with the way in which these 2 teams have been playing, it's got to be all in favor of not trying to lose. Server restart or not, they had issues and they went 5-0 down and blamed it on the server, and somehow came back out of the ashes to win 6-5. We see the same in game 2. They call for the server restart afterwards, but they won the game. And potentially, it doesn't even matter if they're on a bad server. If there is a bad server and they're saying it's a bad server, if they get a good one, they're surely a force to be reckoned with, even more so than what they are now.
Even more so, yeah. And I mean, it's worrying for them when they're doing quite well and they are being absolutely destroyed. And I think we're still waiting on one player here from the side. No, I don't. I don't know who's not in the lobby here, Potter.
We don't have Cass.
Oh, our producer's not in the lobby. Yeah, our producer's not actually in. No, there's 8 of us in this game. You're the only one not in the lobby, Cass, as he's speaking to us in our ears. So if you leave your lobby and rejoin, yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's an impromptu start to game number 3, but hopefully we can get things underway. I believe we're all ready to go. Players in the lobby, producers in the lobby, and 5 minutes back on the clock. You think not trying to lose, take this one, then series absolutely dead and buried.
yeah. A little bit of confusion here to start the game off. Nothing harsh at all now. But Charlie B to Eugen, and that's an early challenge for Jaina getting a save, a well-needed save. Don't want to start the game off 15 seconds in. Especially that would especially not be good for the side of Rizon if they go that quickly down.
This one onto the backboard as they open up the
And
scoring.
they do go that down.
Already, Eugen there to put this one away. It's exactly where they left off. The pressure, unrelenting. It's so awkward for these pinches to be dealt with. Not trying to lose already. Awkward and hard to deal with. But when you throw other things into the mix as low boost, awkward pinches, and bad bounces, it's so hard for Rizon to try and react to that.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, What's going to happen now? Nice. Tries to get that ball over. Doesn't quite. Charlie B now looking to get that ball down for a touch. Does so that ball lingering above that 6-yard box on the back wall. Dangerously as Eugene gets a touch. That ball is up now. Pascal and Nice. Nice absolutely beats out Eugene down. Eugene tries to get another touch. Can't. Charlie B dives in recklessly. And now it's Lenny on the ball.
Indeed it is. Nash, however, tries to get Charlie B on the ball. And when you get Charlie B on the ball, you're only in danger. Charlie B with the brace, potentially what the B stands for, seems to be scoring all over the pitch. Does so again, just under a minute into it, not trying to lose, firmly in the driving seat. And, you know, there's not too much we can say about it. It's just Rizom need to give us something to say about it, need to give us something we can praise them on, and give us something to talk about, because they've been dead and buried ever since that overtime winner in game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, they really seem to be a defeated team already. There seems to be a husk of their former self of how they performed in that game 1. You can tell that there is mental game definitely being played here. To be 5-0 up and seemingly get it ripped away by a team that you thought was going to be wiped out in 1, wiped out mental, and now the other team is now wiped out mental. It's definitely rough as 2-0 in such a short amount of time. It leads them to have to come back a mountain that they can't climb at the moment, and they're going to make it 3. Charlie B scores from every angle of the game. If Charlie B can, Charlie B will, and Charlie B has.
It's exactly that. Nobody home to save this one away from Rizom. And it seems like it's a train wreck, which is only heading in one direction. And it seems like Rizom could be heading into freefall. It seems like they're already in freefall.
Yeah, they're already in freefall to the depths below what we call us. And now Eugene getting a bit of a parry on that ball, a delayed 50 that worked out quite favorably. But Lenny now on that ball. Lenny gets the first reset, but Eugene knows that, so Eugene goes low, dives down to hell and back to get that touch. Charlie B now could only get one. Nice dives in, and that ball lingering to the open net, but no! The post of doom hits it, and now the scoreline stays 3-0.
It does say 3-0. And that's the issue for Rizom. It's in the opposite direction which they would want it to be. They've been in a 3-0 situation themselves, and they threw it away quite drastically. Over half the game remaining, they've got to turn it around and say, hey, if not trying to lose can score 3.5 of a game, we're going to have to respond and do so as well.
Yeah, they have to respond. They have to respond now. They have to do it quickly as well. Nice, that's a shot. Lenny with a save. Nice on the ceiling to rotate back. I'm not going to lie, you can tell they're having fun with Potter, because they are not taking their rotations fully seriously if we're seeing Nice go on the ceiling to get 100 boost them back.
Eugene popping this one up, wants to find a 4th goal, finds the set, goes under. Charlie B to pick up possession into the path of Nash, into the back of the net once more. We've seen it time and time again. It's the 4th time this game in which we've seen a not trying to lose goal. And probably being realistic and being harsh, it definitely won't be the last.
Yeah, no, it won't at all. And I mean, it's I don't have proper words to describe how this game's going, because this game is looking very well over and done with.
It is bleak. It is depressing. Out of the
That's
side
right.
from Rizom, they've got absolutely nothing to show for them. They've had one shot in this game, and they need to find at least 4 goals should they want to have a chance of winning it. It seems like it's already done and
5
buried.
goals
It is
now,
Charlie
Potter.
B's at the hat trick, and nothing is coming through in any given circumstance.
5 goals now, Potter, and I mean, it's looking pretty rough. And now it's slowly starting to get down. And Pascal, I mean, like you said, one shot in such a long time. It's rough. It's almost reminds me of what happened in the Swiss stage in that last series that we saw. And now Pascal, he's gonna wait patiently for nicest touch, but Charlie B with a redirect and Lenny with a lovely save.
Eugene up for this one. Jane tries to get it onto the backboard. Nash there for it. Gets a double as well. Just killing time. Pass infield. Jane is up for it. Eugene, however, way too fast. Not trying to lose. Just one step ahead. And it seems like they're one step away from advancing in the playoffs.
Yeah, one step away. this is a deflated team that is lost currently. As I mean, what more is to say? As Eugen leaves that ball for Charlie B. Charlie B gets a reset. Charlie B! What a clip! Put that in his clips reel, because that is a beautiful goal. Sends it up, gets the reset, and gets the goal.
Treating it like it's free play. Too much time, too much space, and too much boost for Charlie B in the air. Left unchallenged again. Can do that 10 out of 10 times. Jaina onto the back ball. Pascal trying to get something. Nothing on the board. 6-0 scoreline. It's nothing at all is going their way, and you think it's already over, Maisie. There's not too much you can say on it. It's just a case of waiting for the time to run down and hope that Rizon can give a better performance in Game 4 for their sake, in their chances of keeping tournament hopes alive.
Potter, I'm not going to lie, after watching Game 1, I knew it was over. There's absolutely no competition. I'll go as far to say I knew this was over before it even started. Because not trying to lose, they're just going for own goals at this point. They are not playing seriously now. As that ball lingers forward, Pascal has to get one more clear away. He does so, but not trying to lose. They're 3-0 up in series, and it just looks done and dusted at this point. Bring on Game 4, because this series is over.
I said it before, and I'll say it again, not trying to lose at this point. They don't even need to try not to lose, because it's just there, 6-0 up. There is no trying. It's easy for them. It is an absolute breeze. It's a walk through the park at the moment. And Rizon can't allow themselves to be pushed over like they have been throughout the series. They've got one last shot at a reverse sweep, and they're going to have to take it. They've got no other option.
Yeah, they've got no other option. They need to start the spark for a reverse sweep, and they need to start it now. And I mean, it's looking dismal and bleak now. And I honestly, the fanfares are out. If you're a not trying to lose fan, they are. You can tell they're the favourites to win this tournament when they're putting out show-stopping results like this: 6-5, 4-2, 6-0, and now Game 4. I think it's over. Like I said just now, done and dusted. Put the GGs in the chat. You've got your team that's moving on to the semi-finals.
I don't necessarily like highlighting out individual players, because in a game of Rocket League, it's always about the team, and it always will be about the team in a game of Rocket League. But Charlie B differential seems to be coming through very heavily for not trying to lose, but these players all individually seem to be at a level above.
You're exactly right, Potter. It takes a team of 3 to win this game, but right now, these 3 players, they can play as individuals and still when they're passing around each other well. This team, I could go as far to say they could probably say as a team and do quite well in other tournaments, but Johnny B just put a shot off, can't quite do so, and it's now 0-0, and for the first time, we've seen some real saving efforts from Rizon.
Pascal up for it. They need desperately the opening goal in this one, but you know, how much confidence can they get? How many goals do they need to secure a lead against this one? Because we've seen living proof of it. They can't hang on to a 5-goal lead, so a 1-goal lead is not going to be enough for them when they had 6 put past them yet again last time around. Lenny up for the 50-50. Charlie already up for it. One goal. The opening statement coming up from not trying to lose is all that it'll be. All it'll need to re-put any last hope which Rizon would have had back in the gutter. And it seems like they are in absolute freefall to falling out into the deep depths of elimination.
And call it what you want. I don't know how you could go from 5-0. Again, we brought this up so many times. You are so right in what you said. 1 goal would never be enough to stop the side of Charlie B, Eugen, and Naish. And now that ball flowing down. Naish on that ball tries to get something, can't. They're just leaving it at this point. Charlie B a long clear away. Eugen already there. Eugen going for a sidewall, tries it, but doesn't get it on target. Doesn't get the power, the height, or the speed to go in. And we might see an equaliser. No, it's at the post.
It's so rough for Rizon because these players, all high quality individually themselves, but not trying to lose that one step ahead, that one little bit better. They just can't match it. They don't have the quality to match it because they just can't reach the levels in any point. We thought they could, but then it seems server changes seem to be that all it was. Maybe they just found a good server last time around and they truly showed the differential between these two sides. But a closer game this time around. It's in favor of Rizon, but is it too late? Too little? Too late?
I wouldn't say this game is in favour of Rizon at all, Potter. I'm not going to lie. This side is being absolutely dominated in pressure, dominated in possession, dominated in speed, dominated in everything, Potter. And we've just seen it. Charlie be off the ceiling with an easy goal. No contest at all.
Absolutely. It's an easy goal because, yes, Charlie can put those in the back of the net 11 out of 10 times. But nobody from Rizzo wanted to do anything about it to get them off the ball. Jaina has got a reset. Can't use it successfully. Lenny, they need a goal soon. They need to get themselves some confidence because you know that not trying to is going to come up the other end of the field. They're going to put another one in the back of the net. The question is just when.
When indeed, and Eugen going for a psycho read, and that ball is already on the other side, and Eugen's there already, but takes the 100 boost, not going for the ball. And one thing you need to say is these guys are not trying to lose. They're treating it like they're playing all-star bots. They're treating it like they're in free play. They don't even think that there's another team playing against them at this point because they're going for these egregious shots. They're going for the shots that require the most practice to do, and they're doing them nearly. And it just paints the question of how low does a team have to be that they can just go like that and just do it.
It's exactly that. 50-50 is coming through. The question for me is how did Rizon even get themselves in this position to make it through to the playoffs? Yes, they've came through, they've tried their best, but ultimately they've been nowhere near the levels required to try and face up against this not trying to lose team. And should anybody want to take this tournament away from them, they have to step up to levels. They have to have a lot closer games. Jaina into the corner, wants to try and get one back, wants to try and halve the deficit, but Charlie B, this not trying to lose defense hasn't even been tested necessarily. This one's got to potentially reach the back of the net. It comes off the crossbar, and you think, you know what? That probably sums up this series here for Rizon.
Yeah, it does sum up that series perfectly. You know, they have gone 10 goals unanswered at this point, and slowly but surely, you can tell that the side of not trying to lose, they're not wanting to score goals. They just want this game to be over. They just want to be ready for tomorrow. They're just getting themselves mentally prepared to face the side of Team Solid, the number 2 seed, the ones that they couldn't beat to be in at that 2nd seed. And now it paints the question of I mean, we're seeing this side, we're seeing how dominant they are. Why didn't they beat Team Solid? Why couldn't they come through at the top 2 seed? And I mean, Pascal, he's got a chance of an open net, but Eugen's just there already to save it.
Well, why didn't they beat Team Solid? The question is irrelevant because they're here. They're making it through to the same point as Team Solid. Pascal, 1 goal back, 23 seconds remaining. It's in their favour as best as it can be. They need to find a 2nd goal, but they need to do it against all the odds. They need to prove all the doubters wrong.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. Now, I mean, my game has actually crashed, so could you continue for a minute?
Eugen up into the skies, just trying to kill this game off. Gets the 3rd goal, puts the nail in the coffin, didn't even need to use the reset, just plays it off with the ceiling to perfection. And it's these solo plays which have truly been separating these sides. It's a great ceiling pinch down, 16 seconds remaining, and it is quite literally just a case of waiting for the time to run out, waiting for this game to well and truly be over. We're going to be in with a rematch in the semi-finals. We spoke to Retrox before, confident against going up against anybody. They beat not trying to lose before. They're going to have to do it again, but that is all going to unfold in tomorrow's action. Not trying to be facing up against Team Solid once more, and what a matchup that's going to turn out to be. But there is confirmation, not trying to lose, win the series in a sweep.
They win that series in a very convincing sweep. But I mean, what is next for Rizon? How are they going to come? Like, obviously, they've been swept out. But how, as a team, will they prepare for potentially more tournaments in the future? How will they prepare for more events where they might have to face a team that isn't not trying to lose, but like not trying to lose in their skill, in their speed, in their stature? And how can they recover from this? Because obviously, this will be a very mentally draining defeat that I think everyone expected.
Absolutely, but it's questions we don't have the answers to. It's questions in which aren't necessarily any of our concern anymore because unfortunately they'll be dropping out of the tournament in a 4-0 sweep. The focus solely on not trying to lose, the focus solely upon that semi-final matchup now for them facing up against Team Solid again. And, with a dominant performance like that, they're clearly going into it with momentum, clearly going into it with confidence. They can quite obviously bounce back from setbacks. Overcoming a 5-0 deficit is not something we see very often. It's a case of when we say, crazier things have happened in Rocket League, that is one of the crazier things.
Yeah, that is one of the crazier things now. However, we have an interview with two people coming up. Charlie B and Nash coming into the booth to come and give their words of wisdom. So we will be back after a very, very short break while we get these players ready. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We apologise for the delay, but joined with me now is two players from Not Trying to Lose. I've got Nash and Charlie B with me here. How do you guys feel after that destruction of a sweep?
Mr. Bird, do you want to speak?
Yeah, it was one game at a time.
It's so choked. Okay, no, let me speak. No. Honestly, the games are fine. Honestly, like CB said, one game at a time. And we don't want to drop a game, to keep the 4-0 sweep in the playoffs. Just looks good on our end, doesn't it? So.
Yeah. Right. So this question's more for Charlie B, but both of you can answer it. After game one, what actually happened going 5-0 down in a minute? You guys seem to have you guys seem to have thrown it there, but you guys brought it back and destroyed any chances of Rizon. What happened?
We just locked in. I mean, we were kind of pissing about in the first 2 minutes, but we were like, you know what? We're not having this. Hit the 30-minute deadline and let's get out and get ready for tomorrow.
All right. And one more question. Are you guys worried for tomorrow? Or do you think after this absolute destruction of a sweep, you guys can make it all the way and win?
We'll be fine.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Make it all the way. We have some redemption going on in the semi-final round against Solid. We kind of trolled the other day. But you know what? Put us in a better spot. And we have the likes of Charlie Bird. Sorry for baiting out the Gavi. With us to give us a tactical team talk if we need it in game 2, 3. And of course, all the server changes in case we don't like it.
All right. Thank you, guys. But next up, probably about 10 minutes as we sort of let this run, as there was some technical difficulties from, I'm not going to name names, but from one of the interviewees, there was some technical difficulties. But next up, we have got BELLINGOLL versus Los Bandidos, and it seems to be an absolute destruction. But that will be it from me and Potter as we hand off to the Mighty Pedicle and
The Mighty Pedicle, come on!
Thank you, guys, and we shall be back in about 10 minutes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to the VisionGaming Invitational here. We have seen some amazing games tonight already. The previous 2 games are here now with the fair game. It's a completely new casting desk. You've got myself, Ped, joined alongside Seeb. How are you doing tonight, Seeb? Are you ready to get into some VisionGaming Invitational action?
Yeah, absolutely. Los Bandidos would be taking on BELLINGOLL here. Los Bandidos, they went 3-2 in the Swiss, going up against the first place team in Swiss, BELLINGOLL. Should be an interesting matchup. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's definitely a matchup which definitely tickles some brainwaves. Los Bandidos have probably one of the largest rosters in the entire tournament with 5 players there, whereas BELLINGOLL obviously only with the 3 to pick up roster. You've got Monkey, Aero, Stat and Compact. Now, the thing is, Stat and Aero, they're going to be playing together in RLCS as well, so that's already a solid confirmed duo. Maybe one of the only duos that we actually have confirmed in majority of these, European teams that we have coming along with us. I think the only other one was Bonk, and obviously Bonk have been bonked out of the tournament. Compact joining onto those two to make that a very, very solid team. Obviously, Compact's a very good individual player. He's got very good results on his own with different teams at different points in the game. So it makes BELLINGOLL not only just a good team for this matchup, but also a good contender to actually win the entire thing. So it's going to be a massive, massive contest for Los Bandidos here. Magical things can happen in a knockout bracket. You know, if BELLINGOLL on their game tonight for whatever reason, they're half asleep, Los Bandidos might be able to, you know, catch them out, catch them off guard, take a couple of games, maybe even take a series off them. But that is, it's not going to be easy for them at all.
No, definitely. BELLINGOLL, I've said it before, I think on the first day where BELLINGOLL, they are my favorite to kind of win the whole tournament. Naturally, they would be, I expect not trying to lose to be that second favorite, but BELLINGOLL, I have them slightly above them. So naturally, if I if I make a prediction on this series, I'm going to have them winning this one. And for Los Bandidos, the only really way I see them maybe having a chance here is if Zafair, who's pretty much the Swiss goat in this tournament, if he can maybe use his experience at the top of his game a couple of years ago and somehow get something out of that bag, then maybe. But it's going to be stacked against him.
It is, but it looks like after we have had some obviously delays in the background, it looks like all the players are actually here now. So I mean, that is a big relief for ourselves because there was a slight, there was a slight possibility that we might not have had the first game or this game at all. But we've got the 6 players in the lobby. See if we can go right in there and watch some VisionGaming Invitational action for game number 3 of the evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Flo, last time I believe we had Flo in round 5 playing for Los Bandidos. This time it will be Kiever, I believe, playing instead. So not the same roster, so might be playing a little bit better than they did in the Swiss stage.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a little look. I know these 3 players had to, throw themselves around quickly to find a team. And they've managed to do that, actually, so fair play to them. But it's now going to be up to them to try and make some changes. But Aero already had the starting whistle, plays that one towards the net. Stats shot, though, was not too amazing on the net. It didn't cause too many problems, and a clearance will be brought from it. But already a very electric start here from BELLINGOLL.
Yeah, already showing their mechanical qualities here. Stat again, trying to get pinches in the midfield. So Fair will have nobody challenging him. He'll have a time of his life. He gets a flick. Good save by Compact there. Still on the sidewall. Aero earlier just showing a great shot, but that was slightly wide of the mark. So Fair that gets a back onto the blue side. Doesn't get it too much into a useful area. Aero now might have a 1v on an early challenge comes through. Gets it past one. Stat gets the second touch, and that'll be 1-0 for BELLINGOLL.
Yeah, Aero there creating acres of space for himself. Stat just had the simple job of tapping that one in past the fear. And obviously he is also much speedier than him there, better position than him. There you go, 1-0 straight away. And yeah, no, I mean, it's not been an awful start from Bandidos either, by the way. They've definitely countered a lot of the more difficult technical plays coming from this BELLINGOLL side. But now they need to focus on the more simpler fact. Compact making a clutch touch there, and Kiever's going to take a touchdown. He plays it down to Melox, who puts it towards the backboard. Aero will find a touch. Kiever tries to force that one down. It's going to be Zafir here. He's got Melux on the left to him. He plays the touch forward. It's going to be Compact off his backboard, playing it onto that right side wall. Cleared away now by Zafir against that. Will find that one touch. He's got the flip as well, I think, on this one, I believe. And he plays it across the Aero on the right. Aero trying to find the centre pass, but Melux doing very well. And I must say, I'm very impressed, actually, about how this Los Bandidos team are playing. Seeing how they did in the Swiss stage. They are not playing as bad as I would expect them to, considering where they came from. And off the post, and a follow, but it's going to be in. And we're in a tied game, Seed.
Yeah, that was a great play there. Look at that. It was a Fair getting that double touch onto the backboard, gets it in a useful area, almost scored himself. And just like that, we're all tied up. Los Bandidos really proving themselves to be a worthy opponent in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that is, it not only surprised me, but it's also surprised probably the other team as well. BELLINGOLL here, they would not have expected that to come out, but that's a shot on net. Compact not getting a touch on it, and a good save. Melux trying to find the clearance away. Kiever takes a touch. He's awkward on the backboard. There's oh my word, I don't know what to say about that one, but 3 players on the front post. It's not in the net yet. A good clearance out will grasp onto their hearts and not be pulling on my strings for any more time. But it's going to be cleared to the right side now. Zafir trying to find that touch. He can't get there. Kiever will. He puts it to the right side. Melux not going to play the touch. Kiever will, though, looks for that top left corner, but Compact will keep that one down safely. Zafir not able to get that touch, and Compact has Stat waiting on the centre ball there, but Melux, again, gets that great touch on the ball and clears it away. Kiever takes a slow touch, but Stat's going to beat him to that ball. And, again, we are starting to see the vision come out from both sets of teams. I think it's probably one of the best games I've seen so far in Castello, because both teams seem to have vision. When they get the ball, they have an idea of what they want to do with it, and we can actually see that idea. They're not just hitting the ball for no reason.
Yeah, no, both teams really looking like they have some creativity going on, some very, very successful ideas as well. Here, a good challenge from Melox, getting that past one. Almost gets that read. Aero a little bit too early on that one, or in time. Compact will go for this one solo. Milox tries to get a bump, maybe just about.
Ah.
Actually, no, so fair. Cannot get the save. Compact, he didn't have to do too much, but that'll be the lead again for them.
Yeah, not really a goal you want to be giving away towards a team like this. You know, good little dribble there by Compact, but it wasn't too powerful. It wasn't too much of a difficult shot to save per se, and unfortunately just caught out Los Bandidos there. But now Stat does get a touch back to Compact. Aero's waiting on that right side. He takes that touch into the center field now, trying to find the third goal here to separate them by 2. He gets a dribble over down to Stat, and there you go. As easy as it makes it, Aero is just taking the ball from A to B, and Stat gets left with a tap-in.
Yeah, it's all going wrong for Los Bandidos. They made one crucial error, and all of a sudden, now they're down by 2 against the BELLINGOLL side, who, you know, previously in this tournament, you look at round 1 against VisionGaming, they have started poorly in a series before, and you kind of thought maybe that'll be the case again in this matchup, but no, they've responded very well, and they're looking very solid in this game 1.
Let's hope they can continue playing this way. Stat is looking mechanical here. He gets a musty flick. Just unfortunately didn't have the power to take it all the way, but it was certainly a good display of mechanics right there. He's going to go for it again, try and catch the double tap, but he can't get there. Aero forces that 50 with Zafir, and it will now be cleared away back to Aero again. He tries to put it into the center, but a double commit will work as the team pinches Zafir, gets that clearance away. Melux and Kiva this time. Oh, it's a triple commit, actually. And you know, that is the thing that you don't want to be seeing right now from Los Bandidos. They're already 2 goals down in this game, and they're double committing, they're triple committing all over the place. They do need to calm down here. They need to stop being so quick to pounce on things, and they also need to work on the communications.
Yeah, definitely. They have been pretty decent in this game so far. They've just kind of let things go throughout this game, or a little bit of an awkward bump there between the players from BELLINGOLL. Milox. Bit of time here just to get that midfield. Keeper there for the shot. Stat will have it covered. As they're trying to get this one out. So Fair still keeps it in the blue box. He tries to get maybe a pass midfield. Nobody quite there. Kiva trying to leash onto that, but a little bit too far away.
Now it's Compact looking to try and take this one into the centre. Zafir will get the clearance away. Stats running away on the right side of things. Zafir will play the flick up. He gets the 50 as well. It's going to bounce middle now. A shot does come in. Zafir just needs to find a touch, but he couldn't get there. And Aero puts it to Stat. Stat back down to Aero. Malux will stop it for now, but not forever, as Aero's still on the ball here. He tries to find the pass middle, but it's going to be cleared away. And Kiva there will take that again. But another double commit from the side of Los Bandidos. And even if they can get that clearance out, it just stops themselves from any continuity on that play, because both players who could be going forward as first and second man are jumping both at the same time. And it's just really causing them pressure, as Aero there with a ceiling pinch able to score that goal from a mile out, as Zafir again caught lacking and on the back line. But I think, you know, the scoreline is 4-1, but I do believe here if Los Bandidos just tighten up the strings and tighten the mast a little bit, then they are not, you know, out of contention for taking a game or 2 off this BELLINGOLL roster.
Yeah, no, definitely. They've not looked too bad. Just have to clean it up a little bit going into game 2. As game 1 gets confirmed here. BELLINGOLL getting a good start in this series. 4-1 here for BELLINGOLL in game 1 in this best of 7. So still a bunch of time here to recover for the Swiss side.
Yeah, certainly so. And I think, you know, there's definitely a skill difference there with BELLINGOLL, even though this team, you know, Compact has came and joined onto Aero and Stat. They seem to have great communication. We're not seeing too many errors in terms of double commits or miscommunication from the team, and you know, they're able to just dance around with the ball. We've seen that synergy with Aero and Stat pick up quite a lot in that game, you know, with just the passing, the moving, and the communication, the way they both play and join onto each other. And I think that was a massive part in their ability there to get the goals they did and to do what they did. But Los Bandidos here, they need to start looking like a team. It just looks like 3 individuals shoved onto a pitch at certain times, especially on the defensive area. They got a great goal there from Kiva, and I can't remember if it's Zafir doing the dribble as well. And they need to, you know, do more of that, more of the good things, because there was a lot of good things that they did in that game, but we just need to see more of it.
Yeah, they look decent. I feel like their mentality going into this game should also just be, you know, don't be too stressed. I mean, you're not the favorite in this matchup. Just take it game by game and see where the momentum takes you, as we're gonna get game 2 underway very shortly.
Yeah, we're hoping to see a comeback attempt here from Los Bandidos. You don't really want to fall 2 games down at this point in time. Taking it to 1-1 calms down any nerves, you know, the start game jitters that you may be feeling as a player. A great demo there to give possession straight to Melux from Zafir, and it's going to be Milux to try and take it past 2 players. He gets that. Can he get it past Compact as well as the third? He plays that top right corner flick. It will be safe for now, but a very, very electric start from this team, and it will be a goal for Los Bandidos as well. It wasn't Zafir to get the touch. He forced the pressure, and Milux there at the back post was like, ha, Compact, what are you doing, mate? Thank you very much. I will have that one. And in 19 seconds, we see Los Bandidos start off the game perfectious.
A great way to kickstart your momentum in game 2 here for Los Bandidos. Stat now tries to show a bit of mechanical prowess here, gets it above 1, but had 0 boost, can't really follow up on it himself. Ball in the midfield, cleared out by Kiever. Gets it off to Milux. Over in the blue corner, tries to get that midfield Compact, looks pretty comfortable there, actually was not. A shot almost in, Stat just about able to get that one out.
The crossbar was bouncing with that shot. Unfortunately for Zafir, it wasn't in the net, but a 2-goal lead would have been absolutely electric for this team, and hopefully they can, keep looking for that second goal now they've got it. It will be Stat, though, looking to find an equaliser on the other end of the field. It's going to be cleared away from Zafir for now. Aero gets a shot, but Kiva stands strong in a good position there in the defense. It will be Stat forcing that 50 out. It forces Compact into a defensive position, and Kiva waiting on that right side is going to try and force this. He gets a bump on Compact, but Stat will follow this play up, look to follow it again, but Milux gets a good clear. Can Kiva redirect this? No, he can't, and another chance flies by for the Bandidos.
Yeah, very close attempt there by the Swiss side here. Compact is taking his time on that flick. Milux doesn't quite find a teammate in midfield there. As Aero whiffs the ball there, the Swiss team will have a chance here, but a big double commit might just be something you look at later in the game if they end up throwing this game. That really they had a lot of chances to score more here, and if they throw this game, it's gonna have a large impact on the end result.
Yeah, I don't think BELLINGOLL are playing superb. I don't think they're playing out of this world extraordinary. They're definitely pierceable here, and yes, they've got 1 goal already, Bandidos, but yeah, as you mentioned, those chances will come back and bite them on the backside, because 1 goal I don't feel is enough to take this game, and Stat's going to make them pay for it now, and oh my word, what has just happened? I mean, it was something between a fake and a whiff, but I can't quite tell which side takes the heaviest, because 2 players have been sent into turmoil by that touch. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like the Los Bandidos defense just kind of reverted to the bronze days there for a couple seconds, and kind of thrown their lead here. Aero already getting that one onto the backboard. Stack there with a shot saved out by Kiever, I believe, there on the goal line. A bit awkward here. Los Bandidos facing a bit of pressure. Combat gets it off the Stats. The fair able to get that back into the corner. Los Bandidos, they're having a bit of an awkward time here.
Yeah, I mean, exactly what you say. They're going to start panic mode 200 now. A good save from Kiever again. Stats there for the follow-up. Milux with a very confident touch out. And yeah, the panic will start to set in now because they're back on tied times. And that is why scoring a second or third goal at the start was so important, just to calm that nervous, stretch down. Because right now, I think we will start to see a pressure shift. I think we will start to see a more dominant performance come out from BELLINGOLL, just because they're allowed to, because this other side of things, they're not going to be playing as confident. They're not going to be playing the way they were at the start. And I think against a team like BELLINGOLL, Los Bandidos have to play confident. They have to play, in control. They can't just scare and hide away. Otherwise, they'll lose this game in a sweep with no problems.
Yeah, had a very good minute and a half or so, Los Bandidos. But ever since then, it's been all BELLINGOLL. Kiever actually able to get a pass there. A shot slightly wide. Another attempt wasted there by Los Bandidos. Compact just about able to get that away back into the midfield. A minute and 30 left here for Los Bandidos. They're trying to get maybe a little bit more momentum now in regulation. A big clearance from Zafir. Compact gets one touch off to his teammate. Stat off to the side. Tries to get this read a little bit awkward. Just about makes it. Zafir. Awkward touch off to the side. Milos leaving that one for Zafir. Big flick coming through. Compact doesn't get it too far. Ball into the midfield. A little bit too wide for Keeper to get on top of.
Going to be Kiever playing the pass down in the centre there. Shot to come, but Compact clears it away. Zafir now taking a touch to the ceiling. He's got Aero trying to take it off him, and he will get that successful challenge in the air. Milux, though, is going to follow this one forward and try and get the second touch, but Compact will beat him now. Playing it forward to Aero, who goes for a redirect. It won't be in. Stat with the follow-up, though, and that will be in. A good demo there from Compact as well in the centre to open things up, and a beautiful speedy play there out of nowhere, really, from BELLINGOLL will give them the lead 2-1.
A great effort there, and you felt like, Los Bandidos had a couple of chances before it, but overall, BELLINGOLL had been looking like the better side overall. And Milox will have to try to take this 50 seconds to tie things up here, as they've definitely had a couple good opportunities, and it's going to be all about whether they can make them count here. Air dribble by Arrow, stopped by Milux. It's a fair. Into the corner, awkward there as that gets it back into the danger zone. They're just kind of clearing it, and they're unable to get a good amount of boost to set plays up here.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm just looking at the continuity of the plays coming from Los Bandidos at the moment. You know, the first touch gets played, but then there's no real connection to make that second and third touch. There's no real, you know, chemistry there. I don't know whether that's the right way to put it, but it doesn't look like there's any flair between these players, you know, with each other. It just seems like, for me, the one player who can make any sort of goal happen, it has to include Zafir some way or another. But in terms of like a passing play or anything like that, these three players don't look like they know each other enough to, you know, to do that. And I think we've seen that consistently as the goals that have been scored haven't really been that essence of passing and moving or anything like that. It's just, I mean, 3 goals from mistakes or whatever from BELLINGOLL, which just give them an open net. They need to start playing as a team. I think the way they can beat BELLINGOLL here is play as a team, play more passes, don't miss your shots, because there was a couple of times they hit the post there, and maybe if, you know, those shots didn't hit the post, they go straight in. We're talking about a different game. There's at least 1 crossbar and 1 post hit there. That's 3-2. Bandidos win this game. It's tied at 1-1. But unfortunately, that's not the case, and we're sat here and BELLINGOLL go 2 games up, and I just fear for Bandidos' confidence going into game 3.
Yeah, I think Los Bandidos are a team, looking at this matchup in particular, where they have to rely on a bit of early momentum in these games. I feel like as soon as BELLINGOLL they get a little bit of comfortable, they're gonna be comfortable for the rest of the game. They look like they could score at any moment, really, after 1 clearance. Whereas Los Bandidos, they really look like they need that a good time of kept pressure to actually end up scoring eventually. They don't really look like they could randomly get a big clear and somebody gets a crazy redirect. It has to be worked for much more for Los Bandidos.
Yeah, I think so. I think they need to find some spirit inside of them here. They need to definitely dig deep. But at the same time, I don't think they're too far away from taking a game here. I don't think they are. I think they need to put BELLINGOLL in their awkward position and catch them by surprise. I think Zafir's played an amazing game so far on his offensive front, but it can't just be Zafir. He needs to play with the rest of the players. Kiva needs to get involved. Milux needs to get involved. They need to play as a free when they attack as well as when they defend. And I think if they can sort of find that rhythm, I think there's definitely many holes they can penetrate in this BELLINGOLL defense.
And they already have. Only 10 seconds in, and Milox, he'll score the first one. A good start again for Los Bandidos. It's going to be a question of how long they can keep it.
Yeah, I mean, it was the exact same. It's almost like deja vu from the previous game when the first goal was scored in the first sort of 20 seconds by Los Bandidos. Let's see if they can hold on to it this time, though.
We shall see here on DFH Stadium's affair, getting a flick there. You mentioned him earlier. Seems to be the key man in offense for Los Bandidos. Here, big clear from Stan. Doesn't get too far. It's a fair. Gets a pass off. A double commit there as well. It doesn't really look there, like you said before, like they've got too much experience playing with each other there, because a couple double commits coming at them at awkward times. A big clearance from Compact there. Kiever gets a ball into the midfield there. A little bit too quick there by BELLINGOLL. They're easily beating the opponents there. It's a fair, can't quite get almost a stat, almost own goal there. Maybe a little bit too scared of that Safair double touch off the side.
Yeah, I mean, there was talk about corner close. That's just picking that one off his own post. I thought for a second it might have bounced off and in, but it didn't work that way. But Zafir does get a good 50 there, forcing an aero. And I tell you now, this is a very shaky defense from BELLINGOLL. They are very close together. Their positioning is not exactly pitch perfect, and I think if they score the next goal, it is what it is. Again, a wasted opportunity, I feel, from Bandidos, because there's so much time, so much attempts they can get here if they just notice the weaknesses of the defense that they are against here. But Kiva's going to pick up a pass. He puts it over the bar, but the follow-up's there. He gets a touch back down. Zafir is sat in the middle of nowhere. He's miles away from the play, and Malux's rotation back is going to be just ignored by the fact Zafir has stayed as that solid third man. Maybe they're another wasted opportunity to find a goal, and it's almost like they think 1 goal is enough to win in the series, or win in this game at least.
To be fair, BELLINGOLL have been pretty awkward in defense every now and then. They kind of almost pass it in the midfield, awkward, trying to do ball side rotations. Milux a little bit too wide there off the post and out. Another wasted opportunity here that could come back to bite them.
I think that's just going to be the way of the series at the moment. You know, we've said it every game so far since game 1. And here we are in game 3, and again we see the exact same thing. It's hit the post twice now. Once off an orange car, once off a blue car. That's irrelevant. There's been a pass middle which could have been taken. I mean, there's a lot of things that could be done differently at the moment for this Bandido side, which is actually going to give them the win for definite. At the moment, though, they're really playing with it because Compact hits the post and Stat. He's going to try and find a shot by himself. Sophia will have no worries with that one. Aero, though, with a 50 like a dump truck, will get the 50 out. And oh, my word, the pressure's starting to come now as BELLINGOLL just following play after play after play, putting that pressure on and on and on. And eventually, I think, you know, Bandidos will crack, and it looks like this could be it here, Siebers. The shot's going to come in, and there you go. Stat will equalize the game, and I think it is deja vu.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, to be fair, it's still tied up. Good job as well by Aero, taking his time with that one. Stat staying in that midfield, realizing his teammate has an awkward time, forces out that 50 right on the goal line, and forces that one through.
The Aero magic trick there, where he made the Bandidos defense disappear, as the net was as wide open as you could have imagined it for the original touch. But it's going to be cleared away far there from Kiva. Zafir can't get on that end of that touch, but Stat will, and he gets it onto the backboard. The double tap is there. It's slow, and I have no idea what Melux is doing, because I think if he'd have even just flinched, he'd have still made the save, because it was not the fastest of double taps I've ever seen. It's almost like he went the opposite direction and turned his back on it. I don't want to see this ball at all, but Stat is given the second goal. 2 goals now for him in game number 3, and 2 goals for BELLINGOLL, who are again trailing 1-0. They've been able to fight back and take the lead once more.
Yeah, fair enough to BELLINGOLL for kind of responding every single time Los Bandidos get a bit of momentum here. But yeah, they've just been the better team thus far in this series. A little bit awkward there for Stat, as eventually the challenge comes in. Melox getting an opportunity here, gets it to the midfield. Compact will just kind of rush it into that play, get it away. Big pinch as well, we'll get that one downfield. Stat is there. The defense has kind of looked awkward now for Los Bandidos as well. If they clean that up and get a goal here, they definitely have a good chance of taking the game.
Yes, they do. 1 minute and 30 on the clock here as Compact tries to push that ball even further out. Kiva's going to be forced to make a touch here. Can he beat Aero in the air? Neither of them get the touch. Melux's 50 on Stat is a good one. And Melux is going to go for a second, forcing Compact to make a save. Kiva beaten by Compact here, and this is where Compact's going to start to thrive as he's flying up the right side of the field. Stat flying in front of him. He's going to be sat in the center. Good touch there by Kiva to keep the ball away, but Aero will pick up a lot of time. Melux with a very ambitious pre-jump, but I like to see it. It's done definitely wonders there and cleared the ball away again. Compact trying to go for a wall read, can't find it. They're just going to play with a bit of speed here, it seems. But a good clear from Melux again to get the ball out of danger's way. He's just going to force Aero here. I'm loving the confidence from Melux. He sees Aero on the ball in the air. He's like, I'm not scared of you, bro. I'm going to challenge you every single time. And I'm liking it. It's working. If we see more of that, maybe an equalizer to come in the next 40 seconds.
It's very important for them to get a little bit of confidence going in this game, as they do need something to get back here. 30 seconds remaining.
No!
Sky gets it over everyone, but a little bit wide there. Great attempt. A bit of mechanics shown there again by BELLINGOLL, but not good enough here as they still maintain the lead 2-1. Stat tries to go under one. A good challenge, but with that challenge they can't really follow up on it, so it kind of forces more pressure to come in.
It does for now, and Kiva's touch is not going to give them too much of a empty headspace, because, it's going to be a touch up, though, and Zafir just can't get the beat. Kiva, long touch here. Oh, again, it's just poor. You can't be getting touches like that at this stage of the game against a team like BELLINGOLL. And BELLINGOLL will win game number 3. And, you know, it's not like this game is so heavily dominated by BELLINGOLL, and that's why it annoys me that Los Bandidos are not doing what they should be doing here. They've hit the post twice in this game. They've had, again, countless opportunities to find the goals. Stop missing the shots. Just put them on target, and we have an overtime at least there in the talk, and we have a potential for these guys to come back. But I don't think there's going to be ever a way in any parallel universe along the world where Bandidos are going to pull off a reverse sweep here in a best of 7. I can't see it happening. Maybe 1 or 2 games. There's no chance they're going to pull off a reverse sweep here, unfortunately. I mean, they've had the chances to win games since game 2, 3, and 4, or 2 and 3, and they just haven't been able to find the wins. And now they're in this position. I don't know what's next for them. I think personally, I think BELLINGOLL get the 4th and a sweep.
Yeah, that's probably a fair take. For them, to be fair, you could look at it in 2 ways. Los Bandidos, they haven't looked great in the Swiss stage. If anything, a 4-0 was expected for them. But then again, you look at these games, you probably think they could have done a little bit more. They could have taken a game there or somewhere else. But maybe now the momentum starts for them. We'll have to find out.
We can only hope. I mean, they've again, they've not played a very disappointing series. They've played a very, very strong series, but again, they need to make sure them shots aren't hit the post, they're getting in the net. That is literally such fine margins at the moment that's separating them from win and loss. Literally just the ball hitting the post or the crossbar with like a fraction of an inch below or a fraction of an inch to the left or right, and it's a goal. And we're talking about a completely different state of the game. But the fact is, it hasn't gone that way. It is 3-0 currently to BELLINGOLL, and they need to start something new. They need to try and change something up soon, but Stat's going to force a demo here. Compact trying to hold the ball up, but Zafir recognises this one early and forces it away. Stat will try and find the goal. He gets a double touch out to the right. It will be taken by Kiva, whose touch again. What is the point of the touch like that? And it's touches like that which I just can't understand why they're doing them. Bandidos, just keep hold of the ball. You know what happens when they have the ball. Why would you want to give them the ball like this?
Yeah, I think it's just maybe that they're a bit scared of their opposition when they probably shouldn't be. They've really got a lot of respect for BELLINGOLL here, who have been really impressive in this series. But yeah, if you make decisions like that, it's just simply not good enough. And we'll have to wait and see whether they kind of improve in this game to have a chance of taking this one. As so far, ball in the midfield, Compact pretty awkward here. Zafir tries to get off the side. Melux is there, but Stat able to get that touch first. Kiever up for this one. A shot blocks out by Arrow. Pass off to the side. Good vision there. Another pass. Kiever is there, but I just couldn't connect.
And that was probably the best positioning we've seen all game from these three players. That could have been a really nice free player passing play. But now to one-on-one, Melux and Compact, probably not something you're going to hear too often. But it's not going to be converted. Compact will take it away. It's now Stat here with a flip reset on his shoulders. He gets a second touch, but Zafir will clear away. Arrow now up to Compact. Melux will clear away this time. Compact might turn and snipe on this one. He puts it to this guy. He's got boost. He's going to try and play off a double. He goes off the ceiling. Cleared away by Melux again. It's Arrow's turn for the ceiling touch. It's like they're trying to dare each other to score a goal. And Arrow will find the double tap off that as well. And I mean, talk about trying to do the exact same play. They put it in the exact same position on the ceiling. It was almost like they were daring each other.
Yeah, but Arrow just putting his mechanics on display there. A great effort by him. Just kind of get a great start here in Game 4 in an attempt to sweep Los Bandidos. They've had an impressive series. They've kept it really close, Los Bandidos, but BELLINGOLL really showing their mechanical prowess.
Yeah, most definitely so. I think they're having a lot of fun with it at the moment. For them, they don't really care if they lose a game in the series either. They just want to have some fun tonight so they can move on to the more difficult stages. Obviously, the price tags are definitely going to be ringing in their eyes. And so they should be, to be honest. That is why we're all here. That is why they are all here. They want to get their hands on the money. But they've got a lot of stronger teams to defeat. And this is just, the sort of the first doorway that they have to take down. And they've done a very good job at that. There's been times where they've had very bizarre moments. Stat nearly putting the ball in his own net. And like just now, a triple commit. Some very interesting moments indeed. And this should be a goal. I mean, great save from Arrow, but you can't be letting them get away with this. Like, they've just triple commit. They've played the ball into their own backboard. They've lost possession. That has to be slammed into the net. You can't let them break away with that. And, that just seems like the story of this series, to be honest.
BELLINGOLL, they're kind of just playing with them. They can even mess up and they can still recover and still save the shot in the end for them. It's really been that kind of series for BELLINGOLL. And it's kind of awkward for Los Bandidos because it almost feels like they're being disrespected by the way BELLINGOLL have taken this game for the last minute or so. A shot here a little bit too wide. We've seen those shots so incredibly often from Los Bandidos where it just hits that little corner post in the bottom left or right and it just flings all the way out. A shot here from Stat, an amazing save there from Zafir to keep it out, but they will have to score if they want to go to overtime.
The accuracy for the post is
immaculate.
Beyond me. How can they do it every game for 4 games straight? Hit the post once, twice, 3 times. Like every time from anywhere in the pitch, from any attempted opportunity, it will always seem to hit the post. And again, another story to be learned in this is warm up your shooting before coming into the game. You don't want to be hitting the post every time. And again, there we go. Those fine margins splitting these two teams together. Even though I don't believe that this BELLINGOLL side are playing at their fullest ability right now. They're sort of just, autopiloting at the moment. They've got 3 games. They don't really need to worry about anymore. It's a good flip reset from Stat, saved by Melux, and Compact is going to get a demo there, rotating out. Aero gets the demo on Kiva. Now Melux respawned, and he's back up there to get the touch away. And, I don't know whether Flow would have made too much of a difference in this team. for positive or negative. I don't even know who the main roster is for Bandidos. As we've seen, there's about 10 players in the team, so I'm not sure if they have a main roster or if it's just, forever changing. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, I'm not too sure myself here. Only 20 seconds remaining now on the clock. Stat trying to get another goal to add on to their lead here. A good shot in the top corner. Arrow finds it, and that's 2-0 in the game. Probably done and dusted.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it was always going to happen this way, unfortunately. And Arrows just put the second in and probably the final nail into the coffin. There could have been a lot more nails put into the coffin, I think, if they'd have played fully 100% try-hard in this game. But they haven't. They've spared their opponents and give them a little soft sweep rather than a hard sweep. And they can be thankful for that. But at the same time, definitely some positive signs shown from Los Bandidos. One of them definitely wasn't the shooting ability, because post's been hit more times today than probably in the last 2 months in Rocket League. But there you go. 2-0 to the final game. A nice scoreline. 4-0 sweep for the sides of BELLINGOLL. And I'm sure they'll be over the moon and delighted to progress into the next round. This was just another fly in the way of that grand prize at the end of the day. And they've managed to do a good job there, a professional job in that game, all 3 players. And yeah, congratulations to BELLINGOLL. Unfortunately, Los Bandidos are knocked out of the tournament, but BELLINGOLL will progress onwards to, I believe, the semi-finals, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they have progressed to the semi-finals there, and I'm kind of gonna ask you here, Ped. Do you think the way BELLINGOLL have been playing, do you think if they play the same way in the semi-finals, they make the grand final, or do you think they have to step up their play a little bit?
I'd need to see who they playing in the.
The winner of the next match, so that's
Okay.
seeding wise expected to be 2 Choose and Swallow, I believe, Riho and Icon.
So it will be essentially a game between BELLINGOLL and Met and 2 Choose and Devour, I believe. That game, if I have no idea. It depends on how the players are playing. If they play like that, I think they can be beaten quite easily. If they play the way they were playing today, whether they were playing it seriously, whether they were playing at full capacity, that's a completely different question. But if they play exactly how we've just seen them play against Los Bandidos, I don't think they win. If they play the way they've been playing the whole tournament, knocking teams down, sweeping everybody, taking everybody out of the equation completely, I think this team are good enough, probably the best team to win this tournament completely, even beating not trying to lose, because I don't think they have enough strength to take them on either. But teams have cracked in this Swiss stage and in the brackets, so I'm sure this team's got some weaknesses as well. And I think tomorrow's probably going to be one of the best matches we'll see in the whole tournament. And it's a shame it's in the semi-final, not in the finals.
Yeah, definitely. We will be having an interview shortly, but we will be going to a beer back screen until then. So don't go anywhere, as I will have an interview with the winners there of that series. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back. We've got Stat and Arrow, the winners of the series we just casted against the Swiss team, Los Bandidos. I've got an interview here. I've got a question for you, Arrow. You're going up against Los Bandidos. Were you expecting to sweep them, or did you expect more of a challenge?
We expected to sweep them, yeah. I mean, we got compact, mate.
Fair enough.
Did you at all in that series notice a change in the way they were playing, or do you think they just played the same the whole way through for all 4 games? It was just autopilot for you lot?
I think they played more like demo chaser at one point. I'm not really too sure. And then they were very they were passing like a lot in the series. But yeah, I mean, we just stuck to our solo players in that one, because sometimes when you're more mechanical than the opposition, it's a lot easier to win.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So in the bracket currently, in the other semi-final, there will be Team Solid and Not Trying to Lose. Which team are you kind of scared of more if you do make the grand final?
Scared.
Yeah.
I think the best team out of those guys is definitely Charlie Nation Fusion. But I mean, I don't know, they lost before, so it'd be an interesting one to watch on that side of the bracket for sure. But I don't really think. I mean, if you're scared of people, you're just admitting that you're going to lose at that point, aren't you? So it's better to
Fair
not be
enough.
afraid.
Do you think there's any team who will give you a good game, take any games off you? You've swept most of the games, if not all of the games you've played so far. Do you think there's going to be a team that can take you to all the way to a game 7, or have you already considered that and walked through?
No, there's some good teams. You know, you've got Riho, Icon, and Ols, who are a good team, and then you've got Solid and obviously not trying to lose on the other side. So there are definitely teams that will give us a good challenge, but we back ourselves over anyone.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's gonna be it for the interview. Thank you, Stat and Arrow, for joining us here. We will be leaving, but we will be back with another series, the last quarterfinal coming up, and we'll hope you stay. We'll be right back.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got another last series here. One more quarterfinal to play here in the Vision Gaming Invitational number 4 here. I'm once again joined by Ped. We've got a series 2 Choose and Swallow taking on Phoenix Gaming. What are your thoughts on that series?
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be another big test here for the team Phoenix Gaming. I'm not familiar with any of the players on their side of things. Obviously, 2 Choose and Devour, Ols, Icon, Riho, 3 very familiar faces around the UK scene. They should win this game in flying colours, but crazier things have happened in Rocket League. We've seen this team have some very interesting results and in very interesting performances. But I believe, Ols, Icon, and Riho playing together. They did have Vorsful in there, which was a bit of a catastrophe at times, because I don't think they like playing with Vorsful. It wasn't a flow. But now they've got the Ols, Icon, Riho team. I think they're going to be 10 times stronger. And I'm looking forward to see what they can do, because I think that team's a lot more well-rounded as well and can cause more problems. So I would expect this to be none other than a sweep, Seeb.
Yeah, I also back them. I think it'll be a 4-0 or a 4-1 as well. Phoenix Gaming, they've had a decent run here. They went 3-1, though most people probably would have expected them to go 3-2. They ended up winning 3-2 against Rizon and 3-0 against Irie Legacy in the bracket. But yeah, I still have 2 Choose and Swallow. I think they're probably just the better roster with players individually speaking.
Yeah. I'm just, I'm trying to see if there's a way that Phoenix Gaming can pull something off here. As I said, I've never seen any of these players play before, so it's going to be a completely new experience for me. Maybe they'll blow my mind. Maybe they won't. That is the fun of being in the booth and watching over these matches. But I think we were talking before about how good some of tomorrow's matches are going to be. Not trying to lose and Team Solid having a rematch. Team Solid obviously won that first game against Not Trying to Lose. They'll be looking to get the second one. And this could be BELLINGOLL against Phoenix Gaming or 2 Choose and Devour. Now, we know my opinion on it, but, I think the semi-finals are going to be some very, very strong matches there.
Yeah, definitely. Looking like a very star-stacked semi-finals that we'll be having tomorrow. Starting way earlier than today, by the way. I believe the first match will be starting around 1 p.m. CEE time, so beware of that. The players just having a bit of a bathroom break right now, so slight delay on that. But don't worry, we will get that going. But yeah, you mentioned that the second semi-final that has already been decided on which teams will be in that. Team Solid taking on Not Trying to Lose. Previously, you mentioned as well, Team Solid winning that one in game number 5. So a very, very close affair they had in the Swiss bracket. Will be very interested to see how they do in a rematch. Not Trying to Lose. They're looking for revenge there.
Yeah, the bracket just to come on the screen. There's what we're looking at the moment. But just to say that the 6 players now join the lobby, and we're looking to start the game. As now 2 Choose and Swallow are against Phoenix Gaming. They're all on the pitch. They're all ready to go. And a very interesting game ahead of us.
Yeah, absolutely here. Aren't you already going for that dunk? A shot may be coming through. No, a clearance will instead from 2 Choose and Swallow. Icon pushing his son downfield. Well, we can kind of begin to learn about Phoenix as well throughout this tournament. We don't really recognize these names personally, so we'll learn about them throughout the series here. A ball going on the backboard on the blue side. A Rolly will clear that one. Alls was had a very impressive performance in the last Invitational with Team Sentient EN alongside Lounge and the Snake making it all the way to the grand final in that one. We'll try to replicate that result here with his new teammates.
Yeah, I mean, it shows how much one player leaving can damage you here. Sentient Esports not even making out the Swiss stage this season, so All's clearly right to make that decision that he made. But this team, he's playing with a pickup roster this season. He's not obviously teaming with either Riho or Icon. This is just a pickup roster, whereas Sentient Esports was an actual team. Him, Blounds, and the Snake, so they had a lot more chemistry, but it doesn't matter because Icon will pick up the shot from All's pass there. And yeah, already 1-0. Icon not playing any games here, just wants to put that one home, give themselves the early lead, and now they can dance around and freestyle around the pitch as much as they like.
Yeah, 2 choose and swallow the Scotsman, opening up the scoring there. Here, a decent, fairly even kickoff. Alls, known for his mechanical capabilities, kind of showing it there, but a good pre-jump there from Aroli covering the musty flick. Anju gonna clear this to the midfield. They're getting demo there, a great demo there from Driho. Previously done really, really well in different tournaments like Insomnia. I think they made the grand final if I'm not mistaken, and Alls there, another great shot there will make it too.
Yeah, very, very open space there. And unfortunately, Alls is not going to let that slide, you know. As soon as you give him space on the ball and time and an open net, he's not going to just let you, you know, get away with it and come back and save the shot. He will place that one very, very nicely and powerfully into the net. Riho, though, doesn't do this off the kickoff. It is going to be up for Alls and Icon, who are both beaten here by Play Mestre, who will now try and find a goal here, the first for him and the first of his team in the series. It's not going to be found just yet, and Riho will be chasing this ball down. God only knows what the flag is on the back of his car, but he's going to take it away to Alls on the right side. Alls gets that one touch. Riho puts a shot towards the goal again, but Mestre will clear. And at the moment, we are seeing what we like to call this class as a game of Rocket League tennis, where the ball just gets pinged from one side to another.
Yeah, by the way, I think Riho, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I believe that's the Comoros flag. I might be wrong on that, I'm not sure, but yeah, it looks like they're trying to have fun here in this series with these interesting presets that they're using here. It's particularly mainly just Riho in the Volkswagen, and and some interesting colors on the paint jobs going on there.
Yeah, it looks like he's just randomised his car, to be completely honest. Nice to know Riho's taken this round of the tournament so seriously. Doesn't look like he has to, though. You know, they are 2 goals up. They've got a very, very long game ahead. If you know, hopefully they don't get too caught up on it. Otherwise, we can see something coming from Phoenix game. But I think, unlike the last game where we seen, you know, we at least we've seen some sort of fight and desire coming out of Los Bandidos. This is just completely 2 choose and swallow running around the pitch playing ball with 3 bots essentially. Unfortunately, that is what we're seeing at the moment. We aren't actually seeing a single attack. We aren't seeing a single attack coming from Phoenix Gaming so far. It is literally just an onslaught coming from 2 choose and swallow.
To be fair, they do kind of look like they're just just kind of freestyling. But hey, you never know. Maybe that'll open up an opportunity. Probably should have been a goal there, but you know, I guess they get away with it. No, they don't. Oroli, look at that early challenge. And they were trolling 2 seconds ago, but maybe they got something to worry about. I don't know.
Yeah, they've got themselves 1 goal back on the board. The first actual threatening attack there from Oroli, and you know, we have been waiting and hoping to see this for quite a while. And finally we do. And I think that's the only way that they're going to find their goals in this series. It is going to be from forced errors and mistakes from 2 choose and swallow, because 2 choose and swallow are not playing this game at even 50% capacity, never mind 100%. And they are going to make a lot of mistakes from goofing around with the ball. That will be the only way I can see any games being lost here by 2 choose and Devour, because so far, I mean, when the ball's in the air, you know, this team can't even get a touch. And Icon there, beautifully displaying that with a lovely double tap, picking up Alls' pass. And, you know, something Alls is very good at, bizarrely good at, is you know, hitting the ball behind his back. His backwards touches are somewhat amazing to see. I don't see anyone else hit the ball backwards as powerful as he can.
Yeah, they're 2 choose as well. They're having fun, but they're also somewhat having fun effectively. Clearly showing their capabilities here. 3-1, a great goal there. Showing some great chemistry and mechanical capability here. You know, it's just an awkward touch here. Playmaster trying to keep that one going. Definitely being very, very outmatched here in game 1. Alls, bit of a miss air dribble there. Maybe we'll allow someone to shoot. Top corner will be slightly off target.
And now we see the shot coming from Icon, looking to find his hat-trick so far. He's not been able to get there. It's going to be Riho as well to put some pressure on. Icon's going to try again. He's got 64 boost. He tries to find a shot, but it's cleared back away. And it will be a rollie to try and roll the ball back into the back of the net. He's got one. But unfortunately, the second isn't going to come for him. But play Mestre there with a great challenge. Taking Riho and his fancy bus away from the game completely. Every time I look at the decal, it's completely different. And Anju this time to find a goal. And with 3 seconds left, it begs the question, can they make a comeback and send this to overtime?
Yeah, I want to see a kickoff tactic from them. I don't want to see them just use another typical kickoff here. I want to see whether they've practiced some ideas here. We'll see it here from Anju. It looks like, oh yeah, it is a delayed kickoff there. Riho will get a touch into the corner, will make it very hard for them to score here. Eventually, it will hit the ground, and that's choosing to swallow up 1-0.
Yeah, devastating there for Phoenix Gaming, unfortunately. They will be looking now to come back from that loss, but I do fear that this is just going to be a 4-0 sweep to 2 choose and swallow, because they are dancing around the pitch with the ball for 4 minutes and 30 seconds, scoring own goals for 1 minute of that. You know, I mean, it's not looking bright on the side of Phoenix Gaming at the moment, which is ironic considering it's a Phoenix, but hopefully they can, you know, relight the fire in the Phoenix and bring us some, you know, good games.
Yeah, hopefully. It's we also saw everybody from Two Choose and Swallow leave the game there, so maybe some new presets coming out. I'm interested to see whether the Volkswagen will make a return here. We'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, definitely so. Definitely so. And I think, you know, probably going to be bringing out Battle Bus and
Nice background,
and
by the way.
it's like a randomizer. You roll the dice, it gets whatever it gives. But
Oh my!
I can't put me opinions on there. But here we go. We've got the Hot Wheels cars on the side of Two Choose and Devour at the moment.
Oh, we got another interesting flag from Riho again. I want to be challenged on my flag knowledge. I believe that's the Seychelles flag from Riho. I don't even know what car that is. Is that the car from the most recent Rocket Pass? I have no idea.
I have no idea. That it looks like he's just gone into a arts and crafts. Looks like he's got toilet paper wheels and he's sushi. I think sushi. Actually, my apologies to any sushi fans out there, but either way, yeah.
I don't think we've transitioned, but there we go.
That is the situation that we're in. You don't need to see the gameplay. You can just see our faces. That looks you know, it gives the exact same reaction of the game off. But Mestre is going to look to find the first goal of this game. Icon will stop him. Riho making a wonderful save there. 12 boost now to try and follow it up. A rollie again. Icon will clear it out. Icon tries to follow it again. He gets it to Ols. Ols to goal, but he misses the ball and falls to the ground like a sack of spuds.
Hey, clearly, if they win this game, it clearly shows that presets, they just don't matter. You know, it's all placebo. It's all placebo. You can use different cars. To be fair, that's actually something that Flakes tried to prove at some point, but looks like you know, the players that have come after him haven't quite used the same motto. Placebo being a big thing that players do believe in to kind of gain confidence, and Two Choose Swallow trying to prove that they don't need confidence to win the series.
Yeah, their identity doesn't matter here. Their car identity, they can be whatever car they like, and they can still perform the same way. And you know, you've got to love it. Ols, though, I must say, very, very poor effort. And Icon as, oh no, not Icon. Ols, though, with a Fennec. I mean, that is very, very boring from Ols. He needs to change that up for the next game. Can't just go the Fennec when your teammates are playing cars that I don't even think I know the name of. But either way, oh, Mestre's gonna get a shot. Stopped by Ols. Anju taken out of the game completely there by Icon. Just bumped him out of the way, taking the ball away from him as he stands. Icon now in the air, in the car that we don't know what it's called, but Ols in the Fennec, we do know that car, because Ols is being boring. But either way, yeah, this has been a very, very exciting first 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the game. Unfortunately, though, we haven't seen any goals yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they play in these different cars as well. Not quite the same hitboxes, other than maybe the Fennec, who has a similar hitbox on the Octane icon. I don't know what car that is. It looks similar. Riho able to get that touch. It doesn't matter whether he has the Comoros flag or the Seychelles flag. He will score regardless.
What a fabulous goal from Rio. I mean, what more do you need in this game? It's unfortunate for Phoenix Gaming that they've been put against a team like this at the very start, or they could have made it further. But yeah, unfortunately, this is, I think, you know how I said it. This is going to go to a 4-game sweep, and I'm more interested to see what car change is going to be made now between game 2 and 3, because I mean, how extreme can it get at this point?
I mean, they're just bumping each other at this point. One person going for an air dribble, the other one bumping the one going for an air dribble. Almost works with the third, almost getting a free shot there, but yeah, it wasn't quite effective in the end. And maybe Phoenix Gaming, if they get one goal here, they'll scare them a little bit, but they have to look a little bit more promising if they want to do that here, as they get a bit of a clearance going on here. O'Reilly almost getting that to the midfield icon. Gets it to the corner, but doesn't get it farther than that. Playmaster tries to get it to midfield. All's a big clearance there. O'Reilly taking his time. Has a bit of boost here. A little bit awkward. Tries to beat someone. All's here up to the backboard. Playmaster gets a touch to the corner. Riho back to Icon here. Looks like it's been a bit of a stalemate. Not too much going on here. Another shot actually from Riho. That works. Fair play. I thought nothing was coming from it, but a great passing play there.
Phenomenal teamwork from Icon and Riho, and O'Reilly getting near to the ball, but not near enough as Riho gets that second goal home and hit. It's going to be now a really tough game to fight back here from 2 goals in a minute. Phoenix Gaming. You know, I don't think, you know, if we played this game for another 2 hours, they'd get a goal at the moment. Just how strong the defense is from Two Choose and Devour. They have played a very strong defense, and unfortunately, you know, Phoenix Gaming, despite all the chances and attempts they've had, they haven't been able to score. It's almost like if there was nobody in net, the post would come down and save the ball.
To be fair, yeah, Two Choose and Swallow, they have looked pretty good, and I'm really interested to see, you know, if they do close out this series, how they would do against a team like BELLINGOLL, who have looked so impressive in this tournament. Playmaster, 30 seconds remaining, will cause a little bit of panic, perhaps, a little bit of a 30-second window here to come back.
Yeah, beating 2 players there from the side of Two Choose and Swallow. And now he's just got to find a way to make that happen. Again, another moment of magic to send us into the overtime period. But, Riho looking to stop that. He plays a very wide touch. He doesn't get the shot on target, but Oles will get the beat. O'Reilly making a really important touch to the corner there. Going to be bounced back in the centre to play Mestre, who flicks the ball forward. Can he find a second? Can he get a brace? Doesn't look likely as Anju now takes the ball. Riho looks to clear it away. Mestre darts into the air at the dartboard that is non-existent, but O'Reilly's keeping the possession up. He plays the flick on. Anju to the backboard. Oles gets a save. It's going to be O'Reilly to keep it up. He puts it back to Anju. Oh, Anju misses the ball completely. And Two Choose and Swallow will get their second win of the series.
Yeah, 2 up in the series. It looks like Oles has stayed in the lobby. His teammates have left, but he has stayed, so it looks like it might be another Fennec game for Oles, but for his teammates Icon and Riho, another car preset randomization coming in, probably. And for Phoenix Gaming, 2-0 down now. It looks like it's gonna be a tough road for them, but if they kind of Oles has actually left now, so I take that back. But for Phoenix Gaming, they've just they have to look at the series thinking, all right, the opponents, they've been not taking us completely serious, clearly, right? Let's just take it game by game, see if it can somehow escape a win, and see where it takes them.
Yeah. At the moment, it seems like it'll take a miracle to score more goals than the other team. For Phoenix Gaming, they had a lot of chances there to cause some damage. Unfortunately, the damage was only inflicted on their own net by Riho with 2 goals. He got a brace in that game, a very strong performance from him. But yeah, unfortunately for them, you know, jokes aside, they have hit one of the hardest teams in the tournament in the first round of the playoffs. And realistically, looking at all the teams, they are probably one of the weakest coming into the top 8. So, they can be happy that they made it through the Swiss. They've got further than teams like the Snake Clowns and those types of teams as well. And they fell out in the same round as Bonk as well, another strong team. So they can only be happy with themselves, but it looks like they've disconnected. Even the game doesn't want to play for them themselves. But 2 games left here for Two Chews. If they can win them, they get a sweep and they get a passway onto BELLINGOLL in the semi-finals.
This time looks like All's opening up the scoring within 2 seconds. So fair play to them. And unfortunately, Riho doesn't have a country flag in this game, but All's does, and I think that's Antigua and Barbuda. So another interesting flag choice there.
If you'd like to see more geography lessons, please come back tomorrow for the semi-final at 2 PM CET. But we have now Mestre getting a touch on the ball. He looks to clear it away. He's got 40 boost. Icon gets a stop there on him, but Anju looks to carry it going. It's going to be Riho now. I have no idea what he's playing in. He gets put in the center. A shot comes on, and oh my word. Aroli scored a goal, and we're at tie game. This could be the start of a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Riho just amazing mid pass there, and Icon unfortunately just could not cover that corner. A great shot there from Aroli.
Yep, the bottom corner getting peppered there with the ball. And unfortunately, Oles was half asleep. He wasn't able to save it, but Riho now going into the sky. He looks to take it over Anju. He takes it down. Anju gets a touch away. Oles flies to the corner wall there. He flicks it back into the center. Another touch comes. Oh my word! It's off the post. Oles barely breaking through that one. Icon is going to run away though in his Ghostbusters mobile. He's trying to go forward. Aroli gets a shot on net, but Oles will get the save. But Anju again. The pressure being put on now by Phoenix Gamer. It's tremendous, but Icon, he's going to go up the other end. He's got the read off the corner. Anju puts it to the ceiling. Aroli tries to clear it away and calm it down, but a double commit from Oles and Reese, and Aroli's stronger than the pair of them. And now it's the time for a counter-attack for Phoenix Gaming.
Yeah, they've actually looked pretty good in this game. They've had the most pressure they've had all series, I'd probably say here. And Two Chews and Swallow also, the corner redirects have been really impressive, really showing their mechanics in this series. Aroli, a little bit awkward situation there, goes all the way back to his own corner. Anju gets a great 50 there, will force Riho to kind of turn around there and waste a little bit of time, gets a decent touch onto his own corner there, but somehow, yeah, redirect there to get it upfield. Icon, big clearance, all's up for that one, but Playmaster intercepts.
Riho looking for that wall read. He flicks it into Icon, who looks to flick it past Mestre, but he's not playing today. It's going to be in the middle now for Aroli. He gets a touch across. Riho will make that interception. He's going for that second touch. He puts it up in the sky. Icon puts it right to a pre-jumping goals, who gets it to the backboard. Play Mestre again there, making sure he's got his game face on, not letting the ball fall past him. Aroli takes it into the center. Oles 50'd out of his mind. It's going to be Riho now taking the ball forward. Anju clearing it to the side. Riho flies upon it. It's off the sideboard to Icon, who plays it to the backboard here. He gets the second down to Oles, and there's nobody in the net. And Oles gets the second goal for himself and the second goal for Two Chews and Swallow in game number 3. They're already 2 games up. Why not make it 3? Why not make it 4? They're doing it in good timing as well.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate backboard miss there, I believe, from Anju, and then just a great pass there onto Oles, who just has an open net there. Great play there by Two Chews and Swallow as they now get that lead back here after they originally got it within 2 seconds in this game. Here, ball in the midfield, a free shot coming through, almost in there from Aroli, I believe it was. Anju now looking for this air dribble. Doesn't look like he's too much boost, kind of forced to 50 that one in the end. Ball here in the midfield. Icon. It's intercepted by Playmaster. Gets the ball forward here. Riho, a little bit of time. Gets it off to the corner. A good redirect here as they try to get this one upfield. A big clearance here. Icon there with a bit of time. Anju. Oh, big flip reset. Really gets that one high. Playmaster has a bit of time here. But yeah, that flick a little bit too high. Kind of subdued their own efforts there.
Oh, I thought Anju had just put that into the back of his own net there. He's came close once with a roll. He's 50. And it was nearly finished off there, but I'm at the edge of my seat with this game. It is ever so close to being one side to the other, and this is exactly why, because Mestre just comes up the other end and taps it in. I'm at the edge of my seat.
Yeah, it's a comeback, really impressive here. Playmaster just Gets a free open net here, and that's tie game.
Wow, a comeback arc for the ages, I think, here for this Phoenix Gaming team. But we now need to see some more certainty here in the play from Two Chews and Swallow. They need to look certain on what they're doing. I know for times in this game, even Phoenix Gaming haven't looked certain on what they were trying to do. Aroli nearly 50'd the ball into his own net before, which was not a highlight of this series. But we are starting to see Icon starting to take the ball around everybody. Riho's hard-hitting shot was saved away, and now Ols gets it down. Icon tries to get himself in there. Will he Riho to the backboard? And we're looking to see some danger created here from the side in orange.
Phoenix Gaming kind of forcing out Two Chews and Swallow to take them slightly more seriously, as it's still a tie game, so clearly they're in a position where they might lose a game here if they don't clean things up a little bit. Here, ball in the mid for Aroli, taking his time. Alls kind of puts someone awkwardly in the air. Playmaster up for that. A ball into the midfield there. Nobody quite there for the shot. Icon going for a redirect. Another shot comes through slightly wide and saved as well by Aroli.
It was nearly meant to be for this side in orange. It was a beautiful touch forward from Icon. Riho trying to guide it into that top left corner was just left, unfortunately, unsuccessful in that attempt. But Anju clears the ball away. It will be Ols to get the touch into the centre. No one's there. A double commit from the orange team puts them in turmoil. The ball falls centre. A shot coming in from Aroli. It was very powerful, but Riho takes it away to the side. He gets a touch on that one. Ols doesn't even jump. The ball just hits off him, and Icon will tidy up that play. It was a little bit messy there for a split second as Ols clears the ball away. Now in overtime. I am at the edge of my seat again here because it is so close.
Yeah, a good kick off. Ols trying to get a pre-flip shot onto the backboard. Playmaster awkward, just about gets a touch. Riho goes off to the corner, tries to get another touch. Did get it in the end. Ols not really quite expecting it. Ended up kind of pushing that one in an area where couldn't quite touch it because of the presumptuous miss there. But what a shot from Icon! Eventually, look at that read. Corner and in from Icon, and that'll win them the overtime.
10th time lucky for Icon. He's had many attempts at the corner read, and finally he's been able to succeed in that here in game number 3. 3-0 now to Two Chews and Devour. And wow, what a close game that was between the two teams. Phoenix Gaming, though, very unlucky not to see any result out in that game. For the majority of it, they were left to sit there in defense, and the ball was just getting pinged around like a ping pong machine by Two Chews and Swallows on the corners and on the walls, going for side reads and redirects. But they stuck in there. They did everything that was asked of them, and even they hit the post as well. They could have won that game in normal time, but very unfortunate there for Phoenix Gaming. But they can keep battling here in game number 4 and try and find themselves a redemption arc. The reverse sweep. It's not often seen in the best of 7, but why can't Phoenix Gaming be the ones to do it?
They showed a bit of fight in that game, and Two Chews and Swallow instead they've proven so far that their randomization of the presets meta is working out.
Yeah, I've just seen the stream. I'm sat in a mini. I wouldn't mind a mini, to be fair, decent car. But either way,
Me too.
Here we are now in what could be the final game. Oh, we have the cars, machines, Viking, or Lightning McQueen and Lightning McQueen. All 3 of them here playing in this game, and I'm sure we're going to see a ka-chow game from them.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have an interesting game here on our hands. Anju, a bit of an awkward miss coming through. Alls unable to get too much off there. Anju tries to get a shot off the counter attack, not effective in the end. Icon getting that overtime goal in the last game. Had a very impressive performance there. A great pass there as well, and Alls gets the shot off, and that's 1-0 for Two Chews and Swallow.
Phenomenal speed there from Icon. He is an icon. Look at him. Beautiful speed. The read, phenomenal. And Ols just gets in there and puts it in the back of the net. 30 seconds in. 1 goal here. They've got 3 games already. What more do they need?
They need a couple more goals if they want to be in a comfortable position. Of course, last game you look at that, and it wasn't the most comfortable game. Had to go all the way to overtime. Here, awkward situation. Anju going for a shot, pre-jump save from Alls. They just can't be beaten.
Not yet anyway, but Icon here looking to ram it out. 3 red cards jumping in the skull and crossbones formation. Not one of them able to make a touch on the ball, but Ols is going to chase a Rolly down for the ball there, and Anju will be made to smack it up, and Play Mestre has a chance to peek here. Unfortunately, his car fizzled out, and it did not, make that second touch. Icon with a fake there. Riho gets the steal on the floor. The speed of the flip, just wow.
Yeah, I mean, just undefendable mechanics here, clearly coming out from Two Choose and Swallow, and it's looking like it's going to be 4 straight losses tough to swallow for Phoenix Gaming.
Yeah, they aren't quite devouring the meal just as much as Two Choose and Swallow are, unfortunately. And we can only hope that they come back next year and an improved roster. Hopefully they use the next year to practice. But I think they are definitely headed out of this tournament, and they won't be able to grace us anymore with their playing on the semi-final stages. But they made it all the way to the quarterfinals. So kudos, hats off to them for making it here. They have outlasted some of the stronger teams in the tournament. So, round of applause for them.
Yeah, I mean, technically they've outperformed Oh Yeah Gaming, who ended up not quite qualifying for playoffs, whereas with a different roster, I say different roster, only one player being different, they made the grand final last year, so very impressive here. Oh, very good attempt there from Icon, but not quite on target there, or rather just got saved in the end. Here, another shot coming through, top corner, Riho makes it 3.
What a goal again. Riho, he's just looking for these shots, he's looking to find them. He's a magician with the ball. He picks it out. He takes it away from every defender, all 3 of them, and he finds the smallest gap of space between them to pop the ball in and to pop a third goal across the line for Two Choose and Swallow here. Absolutely phenomenal. Unseen this thus far in this tournament.
Yeah, they've who knows? Maybe this team goes on to win the entire tournament. They have looked extremely capable in this series. A Rolly with a chance here. 2 people were going to get on that save in the end regardless. Here, ball into the midfield again. A shot coming through. 1 save. Anju, shot way too high.
Took out an old lady in a garden with that shot, unfortunately, and the washing will not be put up today because she's in A&E. Unfortunate scenes there from Anju. Hopefully he can get it back into the training and fix that shooting, but you don't get many chances against a team like Two Choose and Devour, and you certainly can't be missing. But Olses just flew across the map like a tulip. He's like one of the tops that was about to go on the old lady's washing behind the map, flying across the map there like a crisp packet, not getting a touch. And Anju able to slam that one home, 3-1. What a goal from Anju, reclaiming back the possession, reclaiming the goal, and making up for the previous mistake.
And you thought they were done, but now 1 goal, and all of a sudden they're back in at 2 minutes remaining. They just need 2 goals here. Icon trying to stop that from happening. They try to confirm that furrow sweep against Phoenix Gaming. Icon already up, free jumping, a save from Riho, but the save won't come out as Playmaster puts them within 1.
Now this is a fingernail biting game here. We don't quite know which team's going to take it. The comeback, phenomenal from Phoenix Gaming thus far. They have done it every game. They've somehow managed to come back and equalise the game. They could be 10-0 down and they'd somehow score 10 goals. Oh, what a fake from Mestre! And it could be an equaliser! Oh, but Icon has to be the Grinch at Christmas. He takes the ball away. But a double commit pinch, it's into the centre. Could we possibly see a third goal? All we need is a third goal. Anju's hit the woman again. How has he managed that? It was meant to be. It was the equalising goal, and he's took Marvis out in the back garden.
A very, very unfortunate set of circumstances there for Phoenix Gaming. They still need that 1 goal, and they've been looking for it as well, but unfortunately they've not been able to make their chances count as of yet. Here, ball onto the backboard, a great read from Icon to keep that away for now. Here, another ball, great challenge there to keep that in the midfield. A Rolly there, but forces it wide.
Gonna be Ols to take the ball away to try and hold on to this lead. Icon, though, he's sat there on the booster, Rolly on the shot.
Oh!
Such power on the end of that one. It's a wonder why it was saved, but Anju, he's gonna hit the post here. Icon will take it away. Riho, he's got holes in the middle. He's slowed the ball down. A team pinch. Oh, but he's pinched it with Aroli.
Oh, no!
Holes, he's 50'd it away. Can Aroli miss this? No, he can't, thank heavens. We see a comeback. We see an equaliser. And we could be seeing an overtime. What a phenomenal goal.
We might just be seeing another overtime. They just have to hold on for 23 seconds, if not add on to their scoreline here. We will be seeing another game potentially.
And I just can't believe what I'm seeing. It is really good, but oh my word! Where's he been hiding that? He's just popped another one in off the backboard. Beautiful shooting there from Icon. He is an icon of the times. And now with 16 seconds, we thought it was going to an overtime, but it looks like Icon had another trick up his sleeve. The magician on the ball. Magic Man Icon. But 16 seconds. Can the comeback heroes come back once more?
You're very awkward. Two people commit there. Another sidewall read from Icon will make that so hard for them to get this one back forward. All's going off to the ceiling. Icon trying to get a couple touches there. Maybe lasting a goal. Not quite. 2-2 and Swallow able to get a 4-0 sweep.
I've not seen a game that interesting for a long time. I think it was... I'm upside down at the moment. I don't quite know what's going on here. But
got some Marmite on there as well.
I don't quite understand how that game was left till last. It was such a difficult performance. Phoenix game in there, really, really unlucky not to find a reverse sweep there. They were very close to coming back. They were 3 goals down, and they managed to find 3 goals. I have no idea how they did it, but they were able to do so. But unfortunately, 2 and Swallow devoured Phoenix Gaming in every single one of those games, somehow or other. And there we have it, a 4-0 sweep. Now that means 2 and Swallow will be facing BELLINGOLL in the next round, and I can't wait for that game. I'm sure it won't be able to live up to the excitement of this one. But the next one, I hope to see a Game 7 at least.
Yeah, the semi-final should be extremely interesting, and we will be having an interview from someone from Two Chews and Swallow there, but we will be going to a small BR back screen until then, so we'll see you there.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are joined here now with Riho, the spectacular player on the side of Two Chews and Swallow. Riho, how are you feeling after that game?
I'm so happy. I'm over the moon with the win. I knew it was going to be a tough series going into it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Phoenix Gaming. What do you think? Do you think that was a tough series?
Yeah, it was a tough series, but I'm glad we got the win. I'm over the moon with the win. I'm really happy.
Do you think think Phoenix Gaming will give you a good warm up for BELLINGOLL tomorrow? You face them.
Yeah, it was a good warm up. To be honest, on the third game when we nearly went on the fourth game, sorry, when we nearly went to the overtime, I thought they was going to come back with a reverse sweep when I was scored.
All right, yeah, of course, makes sense. I want to talk about your Swiss run. You went 3-1. Are you happy with how your Swiss went, or do you think you kind of underperformed?
Kind of. We lost to a good team, so I'm happy with that. We beat other teams that we should have beaten. We lost to a good team, so
fair enough.
Are you happy you've been able to bench Vorsful and play with Ols and Icon instead? Do you feel more comfortable with that team?
And I like playing with Vorsful. So
okay, yeah, Vorsful, very very good player. To be fair to him,
yeah.
But looking at all the teams in the tournament, what's the team you're scared of the most in this bracket?
Let me have a look.
You got BELLINGOLL in there, Team Solid, and not trying to lose.
Probably Team Solid.
Right. Okay. I mean, Team Solid are definitely the favourites to win.
Yeah.
And defeat the not trying to lose. They have already beaten them once, by the way, in the Swiss stage. I'm sure they can do that again.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be able to take BELLINGOLL tomorrow? Do you reckon you'll be able to take them in 4?
Um, it's a hard one. It depends on a couple of how their team's playing. Depends on stat really. If he's
Is the main influencer
playing
in that
good.
series. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you. When you look at all the teams, do you think you're the best team in the tournament?
Yeah, by a mile.
Makes
I
sense.
think we're the best team by a lot. Yeah.
All right. That's that was our last question. All right. Thank you, Riho, for coming in. And
Thank you for having me.
congratulations on your very hard fought 4-0 victory there against Phoenix Gaming.
Thank you.
We will be coming back very soon to look at the bracket, but we'll be going to a small beer bank screen until then. So we'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to our Faces and Vision Game Invitational. We have no more games for you this evening, but we do have a very, very big day tomorrow, Steve. A very, very big day indeed. It is the final games of the final day of the Vision Gaming Invitational 2023, the fourth version of this tournament, whether you like it, the fourth iteration. And this below us on the screen, ignore the Joey and the Marmite. The team solid and not trying to lose. That is one of our semi-finals tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow at 1 p.m. CET time, Team Solid will be taking on Not Trying to Lose in that one. Obviously, Team Solid taking on Bonk today, 4-1 victory there. Not Trying to Lose, a 4-0 victory against Rizon after an interesting game one, let's say. So that should be an extremely interesting series. On the other hand, the hour after that, 14 CET, BELLINGOLL taking on Two Choose and I forgot the rest of the team name. Swallow, yeah, that's it. And that should be an extremely interesting match as well. Of course, both teams sweeping in their quarterfinals, so it should be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, some really good teams going home today, unfortunately. But I think the best part about it is now we see the four probably strongest teams of the tournament fight at it. Not trying to lose. Have already lost the Team Solid once. Can they lose again now they're in this stage? Or will Charlie B refrain from scoring own goals? BELLINGOLL against Two Choose and Swallow. That is probably the game of the round for me in the semi-finals. That one will be a good one to watch. I'm going to have that on the big TV just to watch it myself because I need to see who's going to win that game. But there is some very, very good games left in this tournament. And I think everybody needs to be here tomorrow from 1 p.m. cheering on their favourite games. Players who've been knocked out, please join us again to watch these amazing games between these amazing teams who are going to be competing and battling it out to get their hands on some cash. And, the further you go, the more money you make, essentially. And I got to give props to the producer and how fast he's able to change the green screen. Because I tell you now, he's been working at super speed here. I've got Simba on me left, and I've got Patrick on me right. So no, we've got a good day tomorrow, a really big day.
Yeah, we do. The grand final will be taking place at 3 p.m. CET time, and I'll just ask you, going as we head into the last series tomorrow, who will you predict to win the tournament?
Oh, it's like treading on nails, this, because I know people in every team, three of the four teams. So I'll have to go. I think it has, for me, it has to be BELLINGOLL. But
Yeah.
again, I do think that series tomorrow in the semi-finals can go either way. But I think if they win that series, BELLINGOLL, I don't think Not Trying to Lose can beat them, personally. So yeah, I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be there watching. As I said, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on the games because I do think there's going to be some really good games tomorrow. I think this is probably some of the best games of the tournament. That's why they are the semi-finals and the grand final. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, who do you think? Who would you back?
No,
in
I share that opinion, but unfortunately last year I had 0% prediction correctness rate, or whatever you call that. So you probably shouldn't take my opinion very seriously. But yeah, remember those times tomorrow. New Year's basically. 1 p.m. for that first semi-final. Team Solo taking on Not Trying to Lose. 2 p.m. for BELLINGOLL and Two Choose and Swallow, and then the grand final will be taking place 3 p.m. CET time as well. But yeah, that will be the end of the stream for us here. Tomorrow we'll be coming back with the semi-finals and grand finals. It's been a pleasure casting with you, Ped, but we will be signing off, and we'll catch you tomorrow.